Busy. I thought the other day was busy. It's even busier, Mike. So, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Pick a letter.
G.
Okay. That's Coleman's back. That's kind of an underwhelming one. We'll get to that.
I think he's frosty this morning.
Oh, is he really?
He hasn't spoken.
Oh, no? You didn't speak to Mike?
I've been here for an hour and change.
Locked in a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, well, he doesn't like you. Mike does not like you. That was
What? I don't like Coleman?
Yeah, you were critical of Coleman.
I was critical of
Yeah,
him.
he's
I don't think that
standing
means
up
I
for me.
dislike him.
He's not a fan. I dislike these fucking curtains.
Oh, come on.
I don't get the sunshine in my eyes now.
Yeah, I know, but it feels like we're in like a prison now. I don't know.
In some ways.
Yeah. We're not going to be up long, I don't think. Pick another letter, Mike. That was a flop. Not your fault.
D.
D. Okay, D's all right. Okay. We have a million things to get to. Million things to get to. This show is, I think, Mike, by the show I mean today, just mean in general, is more stuff going on, I think, than ever.
It seems like I try to think. I know there's always recency bias.
No, I know. Oh, I know.
Early on in the show, I realized I was tweeting a lot. This is the best episode ever.
Yeah, I don't do much of that. I'll say it's a really good one.
Yeah.
But I just feel like there's more stuff.
It does
going
seem
on,
like it.
And it feels like it's just exploding right now.
Drama.
The letter you picked was what, D?
Yes.
I feel like Dino. I'm enjoying this. That is Mayo outing Juan the caller, which was bad. It was bad. I blame Jerry's uncle also, but Mayo's that kind of guy. He gets a thing in his head. He thinks he's being like investigative and like me, and like it's just like. And I messaged him. I said, "How does that help this show?"
I was watching it, and so in that call, for whatever reason, I could tell it was. I had the same.
And most people
thought.
listening to this podcast, of which are about 100,000, and like 4 people watched that show. Just so you know, I don't care. It bothers me.
Yeah.
Juan was outed. Juan the caller, whose wife has been. Harry Minihane has been putting his penis inside her and thrusting until he ejaculated into her vagina. It turns out it's Jerry's uncle, that drip, who like cried one time in front of me in Chelmsford, which is all I think about now when I think of Juan the caller. So it's over. You know that's rule number 1. It started with your dad.
Absolutely. But can I tell you, I blame that guy more than Mayo.
But Mayo was like, if Mayo...
He was insistent.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes. I agree.
But that guy calling back and being like, you got me.
He's a retard, though. Mayo has to know that. That's on Mayo. That's why Mayo stinks.
Sure.
So I'm upset. But so Juan is gone. Juan's over. Like Juan is never calling again. Like it's over. And I saw some people tweet at me. I knew I didn't know. So I don't care if they knew. I don't care if you know who Trump is. Don't tell me. I don't want to fucking know who these callers are. Because now if this guy tries to call back and he's like, hello, he does that Juan thing. I'm thinking of that guy outside of the Java room in Chelmsford,
right?
Who's like, oh, hey, how you doing, Kirk? Yeah, I really liked when you and Dino that. I'm like, get the fuck away. You know, it annoys me.
I think of him doing like Dennis Miller, but it sounds like Sammy Davis.
Sammy Davis Jr. Right. So it's like, that's disappointing.
Yeah,
it's just disappointing.
Yeah.
Mayo's
a needy guy.
Mayo stinks. I really hope Mayo gets liver cancer, and we'll get to my cancer my issue in a second.
Oh yeah, Jesus.
Well, that's one of the letters. No, that's one of the letters. It's one of the letters. But like, I hate Mayo. I fucking hate him. He's good. I enjoy him on the show. I enjoy the most self-involved person who's ever lived.
Yeah.
It's like Jerry used to say about Steve Buckley. When I remember he was saying somebody's baby was born once. But it was a pause, and Buckley's like, when I was born, my mom said, or my dad's funeral it was in Somerville, the wake. Did I ever tell you this? The wake in Somerville. I may have.
I don't think so. It doesn't ring a bell.
Steve Buckley's the most self-involved guy of all time. Everyone's going through the line. This is my dad, my huge line. My dad just passed away. And Buckley comes up to me. He's like, "You never told me your dad was from Somerville."
Yes, yeah.
I'm like, sorry, Buck. I apologize. Sorry, we never had that conversation.
It dawned on me after that. I was like, why does that sound so familiar when Mayo's asking if you garden? It's literally what Larry David is asking John McEnroe when he's annoying him in the limo.
Oh, that's right.
Do you garden?
It's such a dumb bit. Like, obviously I don't. It's just so dumb. And Mayo, like, in the middle of the Mick thing, and you're just like, oh, he's. But I enjoy that he's annoying. I enjoy that he annoys people. But he's a terribly annoying human being.
I like him, but at the first couple times I was like, I don't get why he's so annoying, and then eventually he catches up to me.
He's the most annoying person alive.
Yeah,
he's the most annoying person alive.
And he was petrified.
Oh,
I've seen people coming down the hallway, and I'm like, oh Jesus.
Maybe it's a normal human reaction. Is like I just don't.
That Mick's gonna shoot up the studio.
But then he also
it's definitely possible.
I don't know.
He was fucking worked up.
He was.
Pick a new number. Pick a new letter, Mike. Rather
A.
That's Gus, which we're not going to get to right
Damn.
now.
All right. Why are you doing this to me?
Pick another one.
B.
Well, B is Mick.
Okay.
So, I mean, I have to be honest. I found Mick's Beyond Average to be very underwhelming.
Yeah, I felt we may have taken the wind out of his
sails. Yeah, I felt his
on
McDonald's
Friday.
performance kind of answered all of that. I
Yeah.
don't. But at one point, you said that he didn't agree with you on that being on the show helps promote things or something.
I felt like it was like him kind of being like, well, Mike just uses the show as promotion.
We all know that. I feel used. Yeah, but so what? I don't care. Everyone use. I'm. What are you gonna do? It's fine.
Right.
Go to blindmike.net. That's what I'm here for.
But what I was trying to get through to him that it seemed to not sink in. I was saying, there's not a job for you yet.
Right.
So in the
on.
meantime, if you're that worked up that you don't have a job, you get some value. Find a way to get value out of being in here. If you feel like just coming in and volunteering your time isn't worth it to you.
The KMS
sugar.
The KMS rundown, which was very good, and is gonna be on the network. Really, when I say it's gonna be on again, it could be any time today.
We'll see.
I think it was Ziggy Robinson was like, Mick kept saying like, I wish there was a job. And when he had fight with me, he's like, I wish there was a job on the horizon. And literally there was a job on the horizon. He was but I mean, we've gone over that.
But it's weird that he understood it on Wednesday and not on Thursday.
And really understands it now.
Yeah.
But he got mad in the moment. That's fine. But I mean, do you have his donut explanation from that episode,
Yes,
Coleman?
hang on.
Donuts explanation.
It comes down to donuts.
It always does.
It's like The Sopranos. Cunnilingus has brought this family to. I will be talking about the 25th anniversary of The Sopranos with my friend Jeff Nadeau, by the way, in the next few weeks.
Wow. A lot of the drama never ends.
Doesn't? No, it doesn't.
We're not overly appreciative about those donuts. That should have been big news, And I think as the producer of the show, we got to get some more hospitality happening. There needs to be a level of comfort for guests that walk in there. You got to, is there a green room?
Like, is it bit or no?
I think that's Mick kidding.
Because at one point he's like, the donuts really did bother me.
Yeah, he says, no, I'm kidding, but then he's like, it did bother me.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Can you address, I mean, what happened between you two?
Yeah, I was really confused.
What is everybody like? I feel like everyone knows something but us because I don't know what's going on.
No,
there are a lot of rumors and innuendo.
Right.
I was actually very confused about everything as well. And the vlog I put out this morning, it shows pretty much the entire interaction between me and Mick.
Okay, but not everyone listening right now is watching the vlog yet.
So basically on, when was it? Wednesday, he came in. It was normal, whatever. I helped him get set up with everything.
So what did you do? So you were here, let him in.
Yeah, let him in. I really just asked him, like, do you have topics or anything? Like, do you need help with that? That was it. I sent him along just that Jerry was doing the golf thing. That was that. In terms of like clips or anything, that was all I did.
Okay.
And then after the show, I was telling him like, here, like, we got to get this out like for tweets or whatever. And he was like, hey, do you mind tweeting that or tweeting it out? Like the show is live thing, like the podcast one, because he was driving. I was like, sure, like just, I'm trying to avoid getting him more shit. Like I'll do it. But, if anyone asks, like, it's you. So tweeted it out and then dead. Nothing. Like there was no other conversation between us until the tweets that night when he just sewered BC. He had the tweet with the picture of me and everything.
So you're saying nothing happened?
Legitimately, zero happened in
I hate
between
to say,
that.
I tend to believe him.
I'm
believe
so
Coleman.
serious. Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
I was as confused. Yeah. So when that happened, I was like, all right, fuck this. I went over to Duncan in the morning because he had that donut tweet.
You brought the Munchkins in.
Munchkins
so that's what pissed him off.
So that was a specific choice.
Perfectly
too.
reasonable reaction. I think.
But I'll say that this is where I was like disappointed with Mick, is I thought the most honest he sounded when he was like, I don't know where the fucking donuts came from. Why are you asking me?
Right.
And he was lying about that. He knew they were from Coleman.
That's a good point. He almost didn't want to give Coleman
Mick.
credit for the donuts, I guess.
He said he was covering
Powdered
for him.
sugar.
How was it covering?
He didn't know if Coleman was supposed to be in here.
But you don't believe he was actually covering for him, do you? Like, as a good person?
I get what he's saying.
But also
but how would Mick have gotten in here if Coleman...
That's what I mean. Like, there's no... By the way, I give Beyond Average podcast like a C+. Not his fault, but he kind of shot his load here.
Yeah. But that's what he should do. He should call... if you want to talk to him, he should call in here rather than save it for his podcast.
For sure. So I found, Mick... Yeah, Mick's lost a little steam since the end of last. Just because things happen. Things change. He'll be back, I'm sure, in some form or fashion.
Or will he?
It's true. He doesn't
Not
want
if you
to.
don't pay him.
That's
But
true.
he will
doesn't
anytime also.
want- He's happy to do it.
But he wants to be paid.
Go ahead, Mike. Pick a letter. Pick a letter, Mike. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I.
I?
Is there an I? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Oh, there is. The I. Well, we'll do. We'll do this, Mike. We'll do this.
Why are you putting me through
Well,
this?
I want to do this. I want to talk about Castellani. He annoys me.
Okay.
But, we'll get there in a second.
Weird.
So I did not have a heart attack.
Okay.
I'm happy to say.
I suspected that I shouldn't text you.
Yeah, right move.
It's been nice knowing you.
Yeah, Coleman texted me with a vomit.
When I
Coleman
saw
texted me. Coleman's like, if there's anything I can do. I hate what people. What are you gonna do?
I know.
Hey,
It's just something you say.
I know,
though,
but what do
isn't
you
it?
do?
You rush to the ER. You need help with, let's say Harry out of nowhere just needs someone to
Give him a ride.
Yeah, give him a ride. Help
gonna
him
be
out.
Coleman.
Have you do that?
I'm always here for you.
Okay, nice, Coleman.
Above and beyond.
I'd rather die.
Above and beyond.
So, so it was a tremendous chest pain, having trouble breathing. So I was like, geez, here we fucking go. So I'm at the hospital, they blood work, a lot of stuff. They ruled that out. They ruled out a bunch of stuff. There's still some things. I have some more tests this week, so they're trying to figure it out. But I feel better. I ran today, didn't run yesterday.
It wasn't like a panic attack?
No.
or-
Okay. No. I've had those. No, this was a real physical thing. Okay. So
That's what I was about to say is I knew it wasn't a 10 out of 10 when I saw that Ziggy and Menners were involved in your tweet about it.
yeah, it's
I was
true.
like, all right,
Yeah.
that put me at ease.
Well, it's one of those things. Once you're there, I'm like, you have nothing to do. So it was just blood work and tests and
Was there anything?
CAT scans, CT scans, and then they were running through stuff. Just checking all kinds of stuff. So I was pretty convinced having it. I was like, I think I'm actually having a heart attack. Like this is actually happening. It was painful, but it was, man, it's what you hear people say about it. You're having the sharp pains in your back, but also in your chest, and I was having trouble breathing and all that stuff. But they ruled that out. There's some, so like I said, some more tests we're gonna do this week to see. But I think it's gonna be okay.
That's scary too, because I always think of a heart attack as like you grab your chest and collapse,
which happens to
and then
some people.
I don't think of it as
Clutch
like
your
Jesus,
pearls.
am I having a heart attack?
But here's other people who are like, they like finish the workday or something.
Some people call into the show. While
So,
it happens.
right, that's what I mean. So I was thinking that too. So yeah, what were you saying, Coleman?
Was anything bothering you in regard to that on Friday during that show? Because for some reason, I kind of noticed you were like kind of clutching this area.
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
I don't know. It just
No, it felt fine. I think I felt fine.
Let's watch the tape.
Felt fine. I ran Saturday morning, so it was later in the morning, and then all of a sudden it was. It was like holy shit.
Jesus,
But-
this is 50.
Yeah, but I feel okay now.
Whoa! What the hell was
What was
that?
that?
a little Mick action.
Oh, okay.
It's a good week for Mick.
When was that from?
What was that? What is that?
I've listened to a lot of Beyond Average recently. It's too good.
Yeah. So no, but I feel fine. I mean, I'm concerned, but I'm not. At least I know it's not a heart issue. I think it might be some other stuff. We're gonna look into that, but I would not say anything before we know. So there you go. Trying to think what else.
Well, Julie. Because now I get the sense of the order you're going in.
Oh, she's dead.
That was upsetting to see.
Well, let me walk you through it, okay? And let's see. I'll give Mike a break here because I was gonna set my timer on my phone and see how long ago before Mike goes, I like Julie, but because he'll always do that when somebody he likes is about to. But I'll give you a pass. Don't do me a favor and don't say we. We will all assume that you like Julie.
All right,
okay?
tell me about this cunt.
There you go, better. That's what I want to hear. She texted me, I guess Friday afternoon. So that's Mike and the Minifans on Friday, your old show, Mike and the Minifans. And I'll read the text for the sake of accuracy. How's that? I can't get my blood pressure up, Mike. Let me see here. Friday at 2:28 p.m. Would it bother you if I asked to weigh in on Mike and the Minifans tonight? Obviously, information regarding the show will remain private. Like inside stuff, show stuff,
Does that text bother you more than her doing this?
A little bit.
Okay.
This week of KMS has fully consumed my mind.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, this is what people, this is what people, this show is just, there's no show like this. So we know that. So I said, no, I'll go for it.
Well, you may have gotten one text because she texted me, which is never this is
part of my larger point. But go ahead.
The first text I ever got from her, and
When was this? Friday?
Friday, yeah. the reason I ended up asking this question is just because I happened to have her on the line. But it started with her just ripping into Gus. Just
You're
this
doing
fucking
this,
idiot.
You doing that with your hand, by the way, is you mimicking the text that's going on.
Yes.
Okay,
that's
your hand is moving right there. That's not bad.
A lot of text.
Wow. How about she said it to you, Mike? Let's say she wrote you a letter. How would you have said that then? Typewriter? How about she typed it? Okay. You're good. You're good. Nothing gets by you. You could do silent. You could be in case of a hurricane or something.
I could do silent films.
You could stand right next to the governor and keep everybody updated. Let me see. So okay. So she's on. So she's on the show. And like whatever. I don't. So it comes up where I imagine we have all the sound now. So she's asked in the middle of it. And first of all, she sold herself on initially. And for this job that she has, I think it's actually important because she knows a lot of stuff about how much things cost, how much the show is, how much things are. Like she has said from the beginning, Mike, when she first started, I don't care about social media. I don't care about being famous within the world. I don't care about this. I don't care about that. I just care about the show. So that's clearly not the case. Like she got a little taste of it. I've seen this happen 600,000 times where somebody gets involved, they get a little bit of excitement. You've seen it. They get the taste of the world. People like them. People recognize them. I saw a little bit of it Papagenos with her. And now she starts going on these shows. She's talking to you. She's talking to Justin. She's talking to Coleman. She's talking to Montante. She's talking to everybody. And she knows stuff. So I'm like, I don't. So she goes on the show and the subject of firing Gus comes up.
Naturally.
And this is her.
I'm just going back to like, you can't just fire Gus on the spot. Like this is a company. Like that's just not how it works.
Well,
hold on. She goes. Actually, it's exactly how it works. Like if I don't like Coleman's haircut, I can fire him.
I assumed it was
not bad.
I always assumed. I don't remember if this was. I always assumed it was like at the pleasure of Kirk. However that's phrased.
You're fired if I'm in the bad. You're gone. Like it doesn't. I don't fire anybody generally, but like I can fire you. And then later on in the show, somebody's like, Coleman needs a mentor. And she raises her hand. Did you see this? She's like, oh, I can do it. Which suggested, like, I fail at this, which is annoying to me. And then she's talking about how she's secretly running the subway thing in Delaware. And it's just like, so I texted her.
Oh, I assumed she was. That's why I said, do you have anything to do with Delaware? That's why I asked about me and Justin's. I was like, are we staying or should we drive home that night or whatever? I said, do you have anything to do with Delaware? And she was like, yes, basically.
Yeah, well.
Not anymore. I mean, just sleeping in the car.
Right. She can't fit in Delaware, but that's
well. That's.
I was gonna say, what's she gonna teach me to do? How to be more boring and more drunk? Like,
Nice.
He's got it, folks. He's got it. I'm kidding, of course. I'm making fun of Julie's way. That's based on a Kevin call. I want her to cry in the car. So I quote tweeted that first tweet, and I was like, just another idiot. Because first she said Mayo was an idiot. Then she texted me Saturday morning and said, sorry, I come from the corporate world. They make me jump through hoops to fire people. I know it's different for you, but yes, I am an idiot. And I said, yeah, don't speak for me ever. So we're all set for Delaware. Appreciate your work. Thanks. She said, sorry, I didn't mean to fuck things up. And I said, you chose clout. Bad choice. Maybe not. Giggling with Montante and Mayo and saying what I can or can't do on my show might be what you want to do. So go do that. No problem.
Right.
And that was the last text I sent.
That was also an odd thing because it's almost saying like this whole thing is fake. Like the idea that Gus.
Correct. Yeah, it's like, don't speak for me. Don't speak like the Mayos, the Montantes, the BAs, the Menners, the people who are guests on those shows or host those shows. Go for it. Like that's what they should be doing. I like when fans do it. I like when fans get involved. I like when Menners is calling me a fucking. I don't care. It's funny.
Sure.
That's all part of what this show's about. But when somebody who wants to be part of the show, purports to be part of the show, and then by the way, they ask her about the $175,000 thing, and she's like, "No, that wasn't what I wanted."
It's $150,000
plus bonus. Like she's a fucking.
She's like $150. So I'm like,
yeah, she got 15 sacks. And her bonus kicked in.
Don't speak like you're either part of the show or you're not. Like that's just how it works.
Right.
So if you don't want to be, no problem. Like see you later, fly away. Like no. And like she's a nice person. I would like to see her live show.
You did it, not me.
Nice person, I said. See what I did? I didn't say it, did I?
No, but if I could offer one defense, she wasn't going on those shows and then got shit for that also. So it's a tough line to walk.
Yeah, but she's asking now to go on these shows. Like the show is full. Like she sent me back. She's like,
she's an extra.
Yeah, she sent me back. She's like, Joe said that they're full, but they're going to squeeze me in.
Oh, okay. So it was like she needed to.
Yeah, it's like nobody need like this is what I mean. Like I don't have So yeah, she's done. She's done. She's done.
I wish I had a Joe when I was doing Mike and the Minifans. We were never full. It was always like, anyone, come on in, for the love of God.
Well, the network's on fire, but but I have no, and I know how I am. That annoys me.
Yeah.
Where it's like, one second, Coleman. Where it's like, look, I'll mentor the kid. Like I know Kirk's sort of spacey and he's not into like mentoring but you know what? I'll handle it. It's like, get the fuck out of here. Worry about your own fucking job.
Well, Julie's never like if Steve said that, I would be like, okay, that makes sense. Julie's not a
but she got mentor
podcast
producer.
right?
Right. It'd be like me mentoring somebody
She heard she could do the best of.
who's kicking people out of fucking apartments or something. She's good at that, but I don't know how to do that. I wouldn't mentor some kid how to do that.
Right.
Like, what the fuck? So, gone. Hit the bricks.
It's too bad.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think? Am I wrong?
I understand I know that would be something that would annoy you. And so it's
She should know that.
It's amazing to me the amount of people that don't. One might be sitting in there. But,
Two might be sitting there.
Yeah. It's amazing to me that if you listen to this show every day, not knowing the things that, like when Mayo was doing that, like trying to identify the caller, everyone else, like Ned and Montante and all those guys were like, the fuck you do? Kirk is gonna be pissed at this. Like they all somehow knew.
Like I said, I told Mayo, I was like, Mayo, you just made this show, the show that you're obsessed with and talking about, worse. Is it 20% worse? Of course not. But if it's 0.00001% worse, like I was gonna try and use Juan in the Portland show in some way.
Right.
So now that's gone. Like it's not a crushing thing.
Right.
But it's like just annoying. But Mayo's. The Julie thing is worse, way worse to me. The Mayo is just being Mayo. He's a listener to the show, whatever. Julie wants it both ways. Now she's like talking about how she loves Montante and Mayo, and she's texting Montante and you and Justin and this and that and talking to this person, that person. It's like, you're gone. Like, you're in that world now. That's fine. Everyone's in there. So now you're just one of them. You made a choice. You chose that over this. That's perfectly fine. But once you make that choice, it's over. Like you'll never be inside this bubble again. The bubble is pretty tight. It's me right now and Justin.
I'm out.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Yeah.
What did I do?
And the fucking kid floating around BC who we'll get to.
I'll explain that.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, there's the three of us right now.
Oh.
Me, Justin, and that kid. We're starting the show.
God damn it.
Yeah, everyone else is gone. Including, I'm going to get rid of every subscriber, everything. I'm going to start just a whole new fucking podcast.
That was my suggestion was the you and Nick show.
Yeah, well, Nick's a talent. But I mean, whatever. I like Julie, but as you would say, but I have no, it's run its course.
That's too
It's
bad.
just, so I got to find somebody else, which is not a big deal.
Well, Joe the Axe.
Sure, Joe's great. Joe's doing a good job.
Yeah.
But she's loyal to her guy. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
Does Menners we try to get Menners on today.
Why does Menners do the act of unless I misread this? Was he like, oh, Kirk's an idiot, like a podcast doesn't know anything about podcasting?
Well, he's quote tweeting me saying that he's like a moron.
But then he was calling you that, no? Or was
Right,
that,
I think he was trying to because I had said
just mimic what you said.
yeah.
I
Gotcha.
also fully believed I was boner salad last night. Like he hit
Did
me
you
up.
really?
He hit me up and said,
I thought it was Gus.
No, he said, so are you going to
that
keep...
feels like a Gus bit.
No, not that smart.
Yeah, it's a lot of commitment to that. I don't think so.
He said, so are you going to keep sending around personal information about me with boner salad, or do you just do the bits? I said, brother, that's not me. Legit, I was as shocked as everyone else.
I'm glad you directly quoted yourself.
Yeah, true.
Brother. For real. Let me tell you something, brother.
That's why I knew it wasn't that idiot Castellani, because it sounds like this boner salad guy is like threatening Menners and shit like that. So
Well, Castellani also was like trying his best to be in on it, but you could tell
Right.
clearly didn't know what was going
no
on.
idea. Yeah.
We should be able to get Menners if you want to give him a
Okay. What time is it there?
I'm not sure. Menners?
Hello.
Good. Is it good? What
Yes.
time is it there, Menners? I never know what time it is there. I'm sorry.
It's almost 2 a.m.
Oh, I
and,
apologize. I apologize.
No, that's all right. I can't sleep because I'm too busy worried about who bonus salad is.
What is your honestly? So Coleman was just saying that before we get to all the other stuff. What is your theory as to who? So Boner Salad, most people don't know who are watching this. Go watch it on the network. Boner Salad claimed they're using to go one-on-one with Menners last night. Turned out to be Castellani, which is a big letdown for a lot of reasons. What is your theory? If I put a gun to your head and said who is Boner Salad, who'd you say?
think Bonus Salad is just some random guy, but
Probably.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's working with Coleman or even Gus or somebody.
Well, that's a fire because you had mentioned on the thing with Castellani that this guy's been threatening you and shit like that. So if it's somebody, I will tell you this on the air. If it's somebody who's involved with this show, they're gone. Like I will have no time for that.
Yeah, I asked Menners.
Menners might think I'm a pussy. I would fire somebody for that, Menners.
I thought it was Gus, and then Menners was like, he's been saying like personal shit, which I don't think Gus would do.
I don't think so either. I honestly don't think Coleman or Menners or Gus would do that, Menners.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Yeah. Well, Bonus Salad's backtracking in the DMs about that, so hopefully that all goes away now.
Anyway, all right.
I think it just got a bit too hot for Bonus Salad. I think too much bones for the salad man.
It could. So the KMS Rundown, which is my favorite show in the network or in the world, is back on the network.
Fantastic.
Excellent episode. My friends, Sheldon stinks, but I like Ziggy and I like Red. I wish we were back. But we all have our wishes and dreams.
Yeah.
So they reached out. They reached out to me and said, "Hey, we hate Menners. Essentially, we want to put the show up, and we won't do it with Menners." I said, "Fine, like whatever. We'll let I don't know who, Gus. Did you handle it or Coleman or
nope, not me.
Who put it up? Coleman, you?
No.
So who put it up? Is there a chance the person who put that up at any point in his life was running a parody Twitter account of his mom, Kathy?
That's what I was thinking.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Maybe play some hits.
Why would he be
Pennsylvania
involved?
too? Someone in Pennsylvania might have as
Would
well.
John from Scranton do that to you, Menners, or is Coney more likely the suspect?
I don't know.
Is this really an indictment of you as a CEO? Wouldn't you say, Mike? Wouldn't Menners be saying this to me if things are happening under my watch like this on the show? Correctly so.
I would think so.
Saying who is in charge of this network if there can be a secret show put behind your back? Is this an indictment of you and the Axe as a duo?
Absolutely not. You authorized it. You told these people to do it, and you went around me. That was poor leadership.
You're Chief Executive Officer. Chief Executive.
Exactly. And you're the chairman of the board.
But this thing is happening under your watch. All you talk about is a team, and this guy is doing this show and that show, and you're letting John from Scranton stab you in the back, or Dave Cullinane and outsmarting you? This is embarrassing. Even for you, this is embarrassing.
I don't know if John has access to upload videos.
So you think it's Cullinane?
I don't think John does.
John
doesn't.
I'm leaning towards
Why would Cullinane involve himself in this?
Because something for him to do. What else is he going to do? What else is he going to do? Then you're calling the chairman of the board a pussy, daring me. I don't want to fire you. I enjoy you. I like watching you lose your mind. Don't make me fire you.
Yeah, but so you accusing me of not knowing what's going on. So I wake up in the middle of the night,
I'm sorry. That's not an accusation. That's accurate. You did not know what was going on.
No, it's not accurate because I see the show. I take it down straight away and think I'm going to get to the bottom of this. And then you say, I authorized this.
Correct.
Put it back up. So
so you put it back up.
Okay, so you authorized it. So if you go to Cullinane and say, I
swear on the life of my children, I did not go to Cullinane. You can ask Cullinane. I'm happy to produce. I never spoke to Cullinane about this. I'm guessing one of those guys on that show spoke to Cullinane. Those are Cullinane guys.
Oh, is that right?
Oh yeah definitely.
Well, this is a sad indictment on Coleman because he shouldn't be allowing anyone to access the Kirk Minihane Network.
What do you mean? I don't even have the access to your stupid network.
Who has?
But I don't have. I'm just an editor.
Who has access to the network? Who has access to the network? Menners. Give me all the names of the people who have access. By the way, you're the CEO. You're the CEO of the network, and you don't know that Coleman doesn't have access.
That's what I'm saying.
What is going on here? No, people are buying views behind your back. This is a fucking disaster. This is a disaster. You have Castellani outsmarting you.
I can't believe you're turning this onto me. You're turning it. You've set me up.
This is unbelievable.
Are you Bonus Salad?
I definitely. I saw that.
Only one man could
I saw that email that Bonus Salad sent you. I am not capable of writing something that long.
There was a time when I messaged Bonus Salad and I was kind of looking over to see if
definitely not me. I could swear. I'm not. Believe me, I'm not smart enough to be Bonus Salad. So. The network is going great, by the way. Congratulations. Now that everyone's calm, right? I'm very happy with the way the network's going.
You asked a question though. I'm curious the answer to.
What's that?
Who has access?
I'm not looking to pin anybody down here, but I don't have access. I wouldn't know how to do that. So, Menners, you have access, right? I assume.
Yes. So the way it works is there's like an owner of the channel, and they've given me editorial power. So I can't actually change major settings. And I would have assumed when Coleman took over, being the diligent producer that he is, he would say, Cullinan, can you transfer all that stuff to me? So
I thought the CEO would reach out.
Excuse me?
I thought the CEO would reach out.
This is the Kirk Minihane Network, and you're the producer of the Kirk Minihane show. So
yeah, but
anyway, look, it's just something that slipped through the cracks. And, Kirk, I'm glad the rundown's back. I just think you should have told me. I mean,
well, as I said to you yesterday, I'm going to drop whenever I want. They're going to drop. But as you said correctly, as I was fighting for my life, you said then all of a sudden this controversy, Mike, somebody decided to buy an enormous amount of views, almost 4,000 views.
Yeah,
a whopping 4,000 views. So I think if you put a gun to my head, I think that is my friend VD being playful.
Oh, that makes sense. I was going to say, because wasn't John from Scranton accused of that many years ago?
Not accused of it. They did it.
Oh, they just did it.
Yeah, they did it.
Okay.
So the manager said, hey, if you do that, you can get in trouble. That's perfectly fair. I have no problem with that.
Look, so I want to, answer to these charges of negligence because so when I saw they were buying views, I downloaded the video, took the first one offline, re-uploaded the video, and then put it out again. And someone bought views again, and it has more, on the two videos, it has more views than the KMS show from last week.
That's funny. So
and then I took it down again, and I put it up again.
So explain to people, Menners, why that, because I think most people don't know why that's an issue.
Because you can get strikes on your channel, and if you keep doing that, they just
which we have already because of those conspiracy idiots, right?
Right.
Yes.
They stand for that long. There's not like a refreshing.
No, that's a problem. That's why we went crazy. That's why we went to pay-per-view.
Yeah.
On Surviving because they already had a couple of strikes against them.
Oh, that's right. I didn't know if there was because that was years ago now. 3-4 years.
I think same. I think that's the issue. Yeah. Oh, wow. So who do you think?
I just came out of my wartime bunker because we're in full war mode now.
Yeah, we heard. Yeah, we heard the terrible sound episode. Who do you think bought the views? I think it was VD.
I would think it was Red or Ziggy trying to take down the network. They hate me. They hate the
Why
network.
would they do that?
They absolutely because they would love to see the network fail. They would love to see me fail. They don't give a shit about the other Minifans. They were talking trash to BA. Saying, the rundown's bigger than the network, so those guys
BA, by the way, tweeting from
you've kind of been fooled a bit, Kirk.
What's that matters? I'm sorry.
Kirk, you've kind of been fooled a bit. Like they kind of sweet talk you a bit, but these guys are real losers.
Well, no, I agree. I agree they're losers, but I don't think that they would. I don't think they would do that. If they do that, if I find out it's them, if you can give me proof it's them, I'll destroy them. I promise you that, Menners. I'll be with you 1,000%.
Okay. But the hard thing is anyone can buy views. So that's why it's such a good plan. Get it up without anybody knowing. So
almost like we're inspiring them to do it now.
Right. Okay. That's reasonable. Yeah. Any other questions for Menners, Mike or Coleman or Gus?
No, just
can we talk about last night quickly, just with Castellani?
Talk about a loser.
The only thing that threw me, and a lot threw me last night, was he's actually crazy enough to be bonus.
I know, but he doesn't know the show well. Like that's I thought about that too, but I did a full sort of boner salad dive, and it doesn't match. You admit it doesn't match up.
The things he was saying, it was indicative of someone that was pretending to be something he knew nothing about.
And I don't think he would do that shit like threatens. I don't think he would do that shit.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But I think I'm paranoid. Bonus salad's got to me. I think
I can understand that
everywhere.
I can understand that.
Like Jack.
Sure, I understand that. All right, hang in there. See you. There you go.
It just felt to me, like I said, I don't think Gus would do the personal shit. Before I knew that, it felt like something Gus would find very funny to give Castellani.
See, that feels more to me like a thing that those guys, like the Reds and those guys would do, like to fuck with Menners.
Give it to Castellani?
No, yeah. But like mess with him and then have somebody else show up.
Yeah.
Because I saw Castellani, I was like, a guy I was feeling, I'm like, just get your own audience. That's how I feel. Like, just get your own crowd, But hey, what can you do?
He was suckered in. He's a patsy.
He's a loser. Okay. But the network has got like 1 million shows right now, and they're doing very well.
I think they're going to say views. It's like, good for them.
10 billion views.
I forget who had the tweet, but it was the comparison to the consistency pod, and it had 5 views compared to the rundown.
Oh, Steve Stock is down. Huh?
Down, big time.
Didn't even think of him. Did he do an episode?
He did.
I didn't get a
Saturday
chance
night,
to listen to his
Did
you listen to it?
one.
Yeah, I listened to it.
Was it any good or no?
It was fine.
A new one's coming out today after the show.
Yeah.
Great.
Right. Was he waving his arm, Mike? Or?
No, not really. He kind of like recapped it, and I did love his ending. I will say.
What was that?
Where he goes, and finally, I have to apologize. I made an analogy this week. It was like a press conference.
Yeah.
He goes, I made an analogy to drunk driving. I should have done my research.
Yeah.
He's like apologizing to
should have.
Justin.
Oh, really?
I'm a human being just like everybody else. I make mistakes.
Yeah, it's true. But no, it was not bad. But it wasn't the usual.
Not the usual Steve
ranting and raving.
Well, okay.
Oh, he did call me Mariano Rivera as well. I like that.
In what way?
Great, Matt.
I've got a mean two-seamer. I guess closing out the week, he said it was like Mariano Rivera running out of the bullpen.
Wow. High praise.
I appreciated that.
I'm just not missing anything else before we get to the Gus stuff. I guess not, Mike. Am I missing something?
Not that I can think of.
No. The Mick thing with Coleman? No.
Intern Nicholas?
Yeah, so
yeah.
why didn't
Yeah.
you tell us there was an intern?
So he wasn't an intern.
Or did he do work on the best of?
No.
Didn't he say he did?
No,
He said, like,
that
kind of.
No,
Well, what did Josh say?
All right, this is what happened. So I needed additional help with clip cutting because
Is that what you call it?
yeah, clip cutting. Yeah, right.
Nick's already clipped.
And I feel bad about throwing Josh under the bus. I think that was just in the heat of the moment. Josh really doesn't do anything wrong, but the core of the thing with Josh is that he works, he has a job. I need someone more consistent on the day-to-day basis.
Okay.
So I reached out to these guys and was like, hey, if you have some free time and would be able to help out, let me know if you're interested. This kid, Nick, was. I didn't want to bring it to the forefront or anything yet because, one, I wanted to see how he would do with it. Two, typically with the Viceroy program, like with running the Barstool accounts, a lot of those guys remain anonymous. So it's like they don't get too much of that.
Not this guy. He's fucking tweeting. that
No,
left and right.
he's going nuts with it. But
He's out, Mike.
That's too bad. It's quite a run.
he's out.
My God, he's better than Mutt with those fucking Sean McDonough jokes. Jesus, go ahead.
So I talked with him and was like, yeah, you like help out with this. It wasn't any kind of official intern position or anything. I wanted to see how he would do with it.
Yep.
Once it got to the best of, that was kind of my actual test really to see what he would come up with. There wasn't really much there. Again, that's on me because I didn't really give a lot of direction there to him or Josh. But that was really the first introduction between the two of them. I was just like, hey guys, like best of is coming up. Could use some help and stuff with that.
Okay.
So eventually if he wanted to, I didn't even know if he wanted to be a full-time intern. Like the kid's in school. I just, maybe it was something he wanted to just do on the side, get some practice. So
Do on the side.
but since he has said that he wanted to actually reach out beforehand about becoming a potential intern, he seems really invested and really interested. And, he kind of sounds to say the right thing. So
Great.
I think
Did you ever wield your power to coerce Nick into doing anything?
I have never even. The first time hearing him talk was on the show the other day. I've never heard his voice before that, which was a tough realization.
That was great. Well, he's welcome to join us. We hire all kinds.
I think he can he'd be able to stop by eventually too. It's just BC, so
Good, perfect.
yeah.
Oh, good.
What is your take, both of you, on the whole Mick thing?
That was insanity.
Gus, what do you got?
I mean, as someone who's taken a beating in here, that was the lightest thing ever, and to have a snap like that is mind blowing. The fact that he blamed Coleman for it, the first beginning not being on YouTube's a freaking joke because that's all Mick's fault. He didn't switch
I thought
it
that
over.
was planned. Him not having video
Really?
for his thing. I thought there was a little planning there. Could be wrong,
Interesting.
though, but yeah, which was bullshit.
I don't know, but go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry, Gus.
And the camera was never on him as
Right.
like during the back and forth too, even when it came on YouTube. So we didn't get to see his reaction for it. And I think in those situations, when I'm getting beat up, Coleman's making sure that I'm on camera for that because that's what
100%.
you want to see for the reactions on it. So it's just very very hiding, sneaky, and then just the whole going after me right off the bat. I mean, that's not going to sit with me, right? So, like, I understand why he did it. I can see the position he's in. It's if I was in the same boat, I'd probably do the same thing. So I don't hate him for that, but it's still a slimy move and it aggravated me.
I thought the craziest part was him shitting on Gus and then inevitably turning into Gus and not having the audio and lying about it.
It was funny.
Yeah, I think that was the day before, but
Yeah, but even like on that Wednesday when the phone lines weren't working, like I know I'm suspended, but like I've been in here, I know the situation. I quickly said, look at the phone number up top, because if it doesn't connect all right away, it doesn't like go through on the phone line sometimes. So Coleman and I can check that out and that. So like I even DM'd him just like, hey, this might be the case, you might have to restart. So like I'm still trying to be nice, and then the next day to come all full bore against me was just aggravating.
What do you think of that, Mike?
Walking out of here on Friday was like walking through a haunted house, because me and Justin were just talking, and Coleman walks down the hallway, and I walk out, and Gus is just outside the building. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Why were you outside the building?
I waited, lurking.
I watched Coleman and I watched the show together Friday.
Why? Where?
At Coleman's place.
Which is also where they slept last night.
Well, we'll get there. All right, well, Gus will make his pitch for a job in a minute. It's to be brought to you by Miltons. The one and only winter clearance sale is happening right now. The first, I guess, it's kind of a pussy storm, honestly, but I didn't think it was a big storm. Did you?
Nothing crazy.
No.
It was fine.
It was fine. Full credit to Julie Can't Hack It. Full day of school at Lexington today. Woo. Surprise. I thought this would be like a 2-hour delay or some bullshit, but nope. The snow was done at like 1.
Yeah, there was no usually days like that, there's problems getting Ubers. No problem.
Nothing?
This morning. No,
Yeah,
it
good.
was fine.
All right, go to Milton's. Get all your deals. Winter coats, sweaters, hoodies. Hell, I got my winter coat right here from Milton's. Shoes and boots. Get your boots from Timberland, Coleman, and UGG, all on sale. South Shore Plaza, Braintree. Chestnut Square, Chestnut Hill, of course, their newest location at the Burlington Mall. Another year with our great partners at Milton's. Go to their store right now, miltons.com. Check out their sale page. Get your suits. Buy one, get one free. Suit event continues to go on. Lots of winter weddings. We know that. People get married all the time now. Go check it out. Go get your great clothes. They're a great company. Help us out. Help yourself out. Help them out. Go to miltons.com. We're at 3 great locations. All right. What were you saying, Mike? I'm sorry.
I'll tell you something I noticed about Gus was extremely coherent when he was shitting on Mick just now.
Yes.
That's interesting to me. Just truth
You
pouring
think he's
out
not on drugs?
I think he was telling the truth. I think maybe it's a symptom of lying.
Well, he
is
does
the
hate.
stuttering.
I'm sure he hates Mick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I have no problem saying I hate Mick.
Yeah,
I would hate Mick if I were you, too. Everyone hates Mick.
I like him.
I know, so do I, but I hate him.
And also to say on his podcast, oh, I like him as a guy.
Why don't you worry about your fucking job?
I am.
Okay,
I'm very worried
honestly,
about it.
you're more passionate about this than you're fucking.
Well, because as part of it is to
What's that, Mike?
I forgot. I forgot how much of I know about what's about to happen.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah.
Don't give anything away.
I won't. It's just all weekend.
What are you gonna say, Gus? Go ahead. Finish your Mick thought.
Was that he's oh, I like him, I'm worried about him, and I just radio silence after burying me or anything, and like even as you said and I've hinted at that I'm going through some stuff in my personal life, like not even a reach out after everything. So you say you like me, it's just another bullshit
Well, he
thing.
doesn't care.
I mean, I don't care. I'm just saying it's again as an admitted liar, I am a liar. Start that one off.
It's a good way to start.
Unbelievable.
He is just it's just.
You think he's a piece of shit?
I think he's a piece of shit, and I think he's a liar just as much as me. And for him to come off on his high horse is ridiculous.
That's the way to really toast him. This guy lies. I mean, almost as much as me. If you can wrap your mind around that.
Look, as a rapist, I can tell you. This guy is a real rapist.
I've touched a lot of kids in my day, and this guy.
Save that one. It's unbelievable. By the way, speaking of people who like, masturbating children, how fucked up was Justin yesterday at that Patriots game? Holy shit. Jesus Christ. You have that fourth quarter video?
He was drunk on emotion, I think.
By the way, what's going to get lost in all this? All these people yesterday, Jay Glazer, Belichick's not going anywhere.
No. You don't think so?
No, he's the coach of the team. He said this morning, he's like, somebody asked him, are you willing to not be general manager? He's like, I'll do whatever is best for the organization. So now the reporters have their little out. They're like, well, we thought. That's what they're going to do. Oh, we thought that Bill was going to, just get ready.
It's amazing how fucking
Of course,
spoiled.
he might get fired as I'm talking right now. But
I just tweeted about it after the game, so I got in the algorithm where I got a lot of people that don't follow me or whatever, so I get a bunch of very sporty takes. Mm-hmm. And people are giving me obviously I don't mean he'll be 109 in 40 years, but people are like, what's he done in the last 4 years? This and that. It's like he's the greatest coach of all time. Let him go on his own terms.
yeah, look, if there are 2 more years like this, then at some point you got to say To me, you got to say like it's time to go.
You got to get the wheels back in motion. I get that. But I don't think Belichick would sit around for 10 more losing seasons. What
I heard Tommy Karn yesterday on a clip somebody tweeted out saying the best thing for Belichick might be to take a year off and then do TV, take a year off, and then get to coach again. This guy's like in his fucking 70s. He's not gonna take a year off. He's not 47. Like he's gonna go coach. We might go coach in Atlanta or the Chargers or Washington or what. But believe me, he's fucking coaching next year. And so. Like, you know, I like Gerard. The times I met Gerard Mayo, I like him. He's a very nice guy. But like Belichick's gonna be wanted by like every available coaching job in the offseason. Gerard Mayo is not. So you have to think about that. Like it does matter. So I mean, I don't know. I'd bring him back, but who knows? Maybe he's getting fired as we speak.
If the criticism's that the game has passed him by, why would he then take a year off? You miss a lot in a year.
You fucking let me hear Justin. Fourth quarter of this game, he's at Gillette yesterday.
The last 15 minutes of the season, I don't fucking know, dude. The fucking cheerleaders.
His voice sounds different.
Did they have that thing where like the little kid cheerleaders with the adult cheerleaders yesterday? Because they'll do that sometimes.
Not to my knowledge. Okay, I don't think so.
He was very excited about the cheerleaders.
the adult women cheerleaders.
Yes. When I'm at the Patriots game, I was looking at the cheerleaders. It's like a high school game. The cheerleaders. Go ahead, Justin. Sorry.
It's been a tough year. You know, hats off.
Do you think he just meant like Israel and just in general?
Somebody better tweeted me today a conversation between that Justin and drunk Mike at Madawaska. That's what I want to hear. Justin's setup was solid before the game, though. I will say that. He had a nice setup.
Oh, good.
He was with his boy, the annoying guy.
Mark.
Who's apparently a fan of the show now, right?
Oh, great. Good. Let me hear the rest of this idiot.
Hats off to Matthew Slater. Ultimate fucking captain.
Looks like a fucking Viking.
Great birthday. I love this team so much.
If you played this audio and had me guess who it was, I wouldn't say it.
I was going to say, it sounds, you play his phone voicemail and you play that. That's the same human being.
Right.
That's like the same, it was the same person.
Yeah.
Like they what's that?
Have you heard Gus's voicemail?
No, I have not. No, I don't need to hear it.
It's funny.
Poor Justin. Jesus Christ. So, a sad loss for him, but he'll be back next year.
Most of all, I think about Justin on days like that. Well, because if you remember, like it was almost therapy for him. I forget the context that he brought it up, but he basically said he's happier at Patriots games than anywhere else.
Right. You seem
that
very
means
happy.
a lot to him. Yeah.
I think he likes a tailgating experience.
Yeah.
Likes me with his boy Mark. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we've arrived, Mike. Delayed this long enough.
I gotta tell you. That I've been imagining all week.
I have an open mind. I made sure I have an open mind to that.
Good. But I've been thinking like.
By the way, somebody at the hospital told me to fire this guy. I'm dead serious on Saturday.
Before treatment or after or during?
While I was in the waiting room. I had blood work. And I went back out because it was so crowded in there. I had to go back in the waiting room, so I had the thing in my arm, and some guy came over and was talking to me. He's like, "Hey, you should fire that guy."
By the way, what's Portnoy like?
Exactly. When I go to Winchester, forget it. And I did go to Winchester because I literally was like, I might as well die here. I was born here. Like, if I'm going to die, I might as well die here.
That's a good way to think about it.
Hey, listen. All right, Gus, go ahead. Well, you know what, Gus? I'm going to urinate. I'm going to clear my bladder completely for this. I'm going to have a totally open mind. Unlike Colin, I'm going to take a full piss.
Oh, boy.
Okay. So, Mike, give him a pep talk, I guess.
All right.
Who better?
Well, Gus, all I've been thinking is that the one fateful morning in the early 80s, there was a receptionist that watched Bud Dwyer walk in to his press conference and said nothing.
I know.
I don't want to be that person.
I'm not.
So I'm saying to you,
I'm not blowing my brains out.
Fucking step up there. Life is worth living.
I'm not blowing my brains out. Is that what you want to hear?
I hope. I don't. I can't. There's not much I can say without spoiling it. I just hope. I hope you heard everything over the last week or so and understand it.
That's all I've been doing. It's on a serious note. I've been buckled in waiting rooms, listening. Oh, in Jesus Christ, Coleman. Thank you.
Coleman is playing some emotional music. I actually don't know what this is.
Well, that was weird. Didn't expect that to happen.
What's that?
Somebody just handed me $4. I said, "Why are you giving me $4?" He said, "I'm giving you $4. It's a nickel every time Mike's told a Bud Dwyer joke."
I don't know if you could tell how much I was trying to shoehorn it in as well.
Mike loves it. I don't blame him. I like. Did you ever watch that?
It's a great reference.
You ever watch it? There's a documentary on Amazon about it.
No, I have to.
It's actually really good.
Okay.
It's almost like that's like a quietly like underreported story.
Yeah.
You know,
That's what makes it a great reference, though, I think.
yes. Yep.
I was
okay,
watching-
Well, you C sharp. What's that, Mike?
I was watching old news clips of it this weekend.
Were you really?
Yes.
Well, there you go. I'll be on. Well, when will that be on, Mike? On blindmike.net. The Blind Mike Project. When is my All in the Family appearance?
Oh, well, we're recording it Wednesday. I think it'll be on Patreon Thursday and then out for the general public the following Wednesday night.
I'm ready. I watched an episode last night.
Excellent. Anything you want me to include in particular? I'm running through the basics, basically.
If you would mention Carol O'Connor, if you could bring up his performance as Archie Bunker.
I've got good news for you.
He's in there?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if you know this stuff. It's a controversial series at the time. It didn't do that well at the beginning.
Yeah, this is perfect. We're hitting on all these
You know
topics.
what's weird about that? About All in the Family is like, so I watched like behind the scenes stuff. Like Norman Lear is like kind of old when the show started.
Yeah.
Fucking lived like a month ago.
Yeah, like I was watching him on Dick Cavett. I forget if I have clips from it or not, but he's like an old curmudgeon then.
Yeah, and he's like, and he was like a star at that time. Like he was like a star.
One of the first hosts of SNL, right?
Right. Yes, he was.
Yeah.
And like, give me like a TV producer today. You know, Dick Wolf, I guess, but he's old and he doesn't really do it. You know what I mean? Like he was like a star. He was like as big a star as like the cast was.
Yeah, right.
Would you say Mark Burnett?
No, I would not say Mark Burnett.
There was a director, by the way, on All in the Family named John
Rich. A prominent director on the show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. He was actually capable of directing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strange. All right. Well, we've come full circle. What was that? Was that you, Mike, or no?
That was me.
I've heard you make that sound before.
I think taps would be better music to play, Coleman.
No music. So you guys stayed together last night?
Yes.
Okay, because of the weather or the pitch?
A little bit of the weather, yeah. I wanted the tail end of the vlog to kind of lead into this week with Gus, so there was some filming I wanted to do with that. That was really it. Also, I don't know what the pitch is. I haven't seen the pitch. There's
the only times I've talked with Coleman about things would be stuff directly related to helping him on how I could be his, like, basically, like, he's a prince. I'm just a
the fuck.
Wow, here we go.
commoner.
Oh boy.
Oh, a prince? How?
Well, can I
He
ask?
actually might be a prince.
I don't want to spoil anything.
Queen? Yeah, good.
So Coleman doesn't know anything about your pitch.
Parts of it, but not. the
He
full
maybe
thing.
said things in
I was going to ask,
passing to
why
me,
do
but
I know so much
does
about
You
it?
don't. No, I don't think you do. I don't think you do,
How
Mike.
does sleepover work? How'd that work?
Gus,
I was on the couch.
help me build a couch.
No. I didn't help you build a couch. I built a couch.
Well, I also built some other shit.
All right, go ahead. So you do that. So what, you watch TV or something? Or?
We just had on like, I don't know, Family Guy before bed.
Okay.
I was
Family
working
Guy.
on stuff.
I was working on my project.
Okay, don't say pulling.
I was saying working on my project.
Okay. All right. So Gus, you want to keep your job?
I do.
Okay.
First and foremost, I've titled. I had a whole PowerPoint presentation, but the sound wasn't working back here.
Oh, good.
So I opted to have better audio.
It was a rough start.
Did you hear this, Mike? Or no? Yeah.
He's talking, and it sounds like he's talking through a walkie-talkie.
Right.
And he's just talking to himself, going, I don't know if this sound's going to work.
Okay.
So-
Disaster
you
to
didn't check the
watch.
sound for it.
No,
okay.
we did.
He was
did.
checking, it just didn't work.
It was the sound on my microphone.
What's the sound?
It was. So I tried plugging.
Right now.
The confusing part
Let
of
me hear what
it.
it sounds like.
I have to.
You have to rejigger all the...
I have to unplug my mic to go into the other board.
All right, forget it.
So that's why there was going to be a PowerPoint, but I've called this Buckle Down, Goose's Path to Redemption.
Okay.
First things first, we're going to talk about the elephant in the room. The lying is going to stop. First and foremost, that needs to stop. You were right when you said it's a defense mechanism I've been using in my life, especially with my dad. 100% out on that. I can't promise that I'm never going to lie again because I speak fast. No. Can I explain? Can I explain?
What the fuck?
Just let me explain. Because
This is actually good. I'm going on another vacation soon, and I need some empty gestures.
no. Because
The lying, Mike, it's done.
Can I,
But let me just say one thing. The lying is not done. Are you lying about that?
No, because can I explain my thought process?
Well, go ahead. I mean, but if you say, but if you say the lying's over, then you're like the lying's not going to stop. We're going to react to that.
I know, because it's. I'm going to misspeak. I'm going to say stuff.
That's not a lie.
I understand that.
That's not a lie. So what are you talking about then?
So I said, when that happens, when I do misspeak, I'm going to make sure I try to correct it as quickly as possible. So that way, I'm just trying to. For sticklers, are going to be like, that was a lie too. That was a lie too. If when I get a date wrong or something, when I mix things up.
Well, that's not what we're talking about.
I know that's not. But like the bigger issue.
Give us some of the examples of when you have lied.
When I lied about listening to the entire clip that, what was it, Warthog sent me. The lying of.
Lies that we don't know about.
Lies that you don't know about.
That's your way. That's your way of.
Lie coming.
Okay.
I mean, Gus, I don't. Okay, I don't. I mean, I can just play. Go ahead. Go ahead. Give us an example of an egregious lie you have done since you started the show that you've kept from us.
That's interesting.
And I mean, the big one is that my car's not working right now.
Okay, we don't care about.
I know.
That you lied about that?
I've said I have a car and stuff, and I've been managing my own way around it. It's just I've been waiting. That was part of it with the bonus was going to fix the car, but that's not either. We're here talking about this right now. The lie is
not helping himself.
I know.
That's got nothing to do with anything.
No,
it's not a lie at all. Nobody cares about. I don't care if your fucking car. I don't. That's not what we're talking about. You said you're a liar, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you're a liar, but yet all the lies you've told us, you're really bad then because we've snuffed every single one out.
I didn't say I was a good liar. I'm a terrible liar.
You're saying, how are you saying you're going to stop the lying?
Hold on, Mike. So you're saying it happens to be just 100%, just 3 lies, and we've managed to figure them out. Everything else is the truth.
Let me think. I might want to make sure I get this right. I want to genuinely.
Because if you say yes, you're lying.
That's why I'm trying to think of a specific example for you.
Trying to think of one that won't get me in trouble.
No,
you're not going to get fired for any past lies. Ooh. That's a lie. No, it's not. No, I'm coming in here. I'm with an open mind. I'm saying so. Just
come clean now,
because it can be found out retroactively. So you might as well, because I will find it. So
I know that, and that's another thing about this is that I'm 100% aware that you will find it out.
So
one
then,
way or another.
what don't we know?
Let me see,
what?
I'm trying to think of everything. It's a lot to.
Keep in mind, Mike, this is part of a project titled "The Redemption of Gus."
There's a PowerPoint that goes along with this.
It's all the sound. Go ahead.
I would say one of the timing of the clips you were right on. I didn't like the clips for the best of. Mm-hmm. I only had January done prior to leaving Thursday.
Right, so you were lying about that.
Yes.
Okay, so that's a major lie.
Yes.
So why were you lying about that? Why didn't you do it?
Well, what was going on at home was kind of it's not an excuse, and it was just.
I was not going on.
No,
I mean, were you? I was in Chicago for a week. No. I don't want to hear about that.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not saying I don't care about that.
Yeah, no.
I'm not interested in. That's an excuse. I'm not interested in excuses. Everyone has things going on in their life. You want to take time off from work? Take time off from work. But if you're working, you're working.
Yeah.
Because there were also things I assume you didn't stop bowling. During that, did you stop bowling?
No. Nope.
Or PA announcing or any of that stuff?
PA, yes. Bowling, yeah. Bowling, I've only been to bowling once. 1 week since everything.
Since what?
Well, I don't get specifics, but you've been.
No. But on what date? I guess.
But you've been here every day.
Yes.
So you're here. You're here. I was in Chicago for a week. I was in New York for a week. You were here. You were doing things. You were happy to be. You were. So I mean, that's not. That's now you're put your position again. Now you're annoying me.
I know, and I'm not trying to.
So you just didn't do. So you did 1 month's work for the best of.
I did 1 month's work for the best of, while also reaching out for the Subway stuff and doing stuff on a day-to-day basis. Gus. But I'm trying to. Okay, I'm sorry.
Gus, the Subway thing is 20 people sitting inside. Like it's just like every day the Subway.
Yeah,
There's just people going in there to sit in the Subway. This is not putting together the fucking Wilbur or Portland or any of that stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying, Mike?
Yeah.
I mean, saying you did that. What did you do? All right, here we go. Like, what did you do for the Subway thing?
So I have been texting back and forth with Tiffany.
Okay, how long does that take?
5 seconds. 5 seconds.
So then, what does that have to do with only having January done?
I fucked up.
But you just said 45 seconds ago.
Yeah.
So then what? Like what?
To be fair, he didn't say he was completely going to stop lying.
That's a lie. That's in its own way is a lie. That's a lie.
That was okay. The other.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So you just lied.
No, because that's one of the things I worked on. The other part is I lost track of times. I forgot about doing things at times. It skipped my mind. I had a complete.
It skipped your mind.
Because can I
this is hurting. I'm going to be in the hospital.
I know.
This is hurting my heart.
I'm not.
Skipped your mind.
Because I was overwhelmed. And that's on me. I cannot get overwhelmed. I understand that. There was a disorganization on my end. Not prepared. I was not prepared during it. I thought I was going into it thinking it was going to be very easy to make a best of. Just had to get a few clips. It wasn't going to take me too long.
I'm maybe an asshole, but the stuff going on in your life, which I understand. I've been through stuff like that. Trust me. Like, I'm not saying worse, but I've been through stuff like that times a lot. You can do things while that's going on.
Yeah, no,
you're sitting. I'm not trying to be an asshole here.
No, I know, and that's
so. I mean, I think that annoys me that you're doing that.
But can I say something? Like that's something I learned this week. Like
you learned that this week?
No, not learned it, but like with the situations that I was put in, I was out of my house, away from these negative things that are consuming my time and pulling up obvious distractions of me. So within that.
None of this excuses that you only had January done. That is new. No, hold on. That is something that was not known by anybody, unless I'm wrong.
I'm just thinking of in 2007, if this were Steve Jobs' pitch for the iPhone, how different the world would be.
It'd be great. You can fucking actually watching the vent. There's a fucking to look at Taylor Swift taking selfies with Bill Hader at award shows.
It's tough. It's tough for me. Because
got to take the nice guy cap off.
Oh no, I understand. I'm saying the opposite actually. I'm saying I've seen like things that Gus has done.
You've been in the situation.
He was here on Friday. He was at Coleman's house watching the show. He was at Coleman's house last night. Like he does have time.
Of course.
That's what's bothering me about
I'm not interested in an excuse. I'm just not. Yeah. I'm simply not. There are excuses for things, and I can understand them. There is no excuse for only having January done for best of. On like the 27th, you're saying?
22nd.
On the 22nd. Like there's literally
whatever that Friday was.
There's literally the Friday before Christmas?
Yeah, the last Friday show.
That's the 22nd, 23rd, whatever it was. Christmas is Monday, right?
Yeah.
So I say there's no excuse for that. There's no excuse. So
and I agree. Like,
I don't understand why it wasn't done.
I'll give you agree or not.
Like Thanksgiving.
I don't either. I don't want the week in Chicago. I don't understand that.
I heard.
I don't want to go back. I really don't want to relitigate this. But when I hear that. And it's my fault. I asked. I said, "What? That's my fault in a way," because I said, "What don't I know? I will not hold it against you." Then he told me I'm holding it against him. So I mean, like, I'm just being honest. Go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry.
Like I heard the rundown guy or Ziggy, I guess, like shit on me because I said Coleman. I was like, why would Coleman save that work to do on his vacation?
Right.
And Ziggy was like, well, you can do work on vacation.
Definitely.
But you don't save work that's going to take you a long time to do. After it should be up already.
That's a different conversation. I agree with you on that.
That's the part I don't understand.
I agree with you on that. Go ahead.
So going into the pitch now, and you're right. I should have had it before. And
what's the title of the pitch again?
It is Buckle Down.
Okay. Is that me or you?
Me.
Think different.
Somebody should buckle me down.
But, and you're right, there is no excuse for that. So what I've decided, which would be beneficial.
You're quitting?
No, I'm not quitting.
Can I ask? Is that a purposeful Mick pun?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Good. I just wanted to make sure. He could have stumbled into it.
Right. Thanks, Mike. That's credit to Steve. You're live to tape. He suggested that. I asked him.
Jesus Christ. That's the other thing, Gus, is you're reaching out to Mina fans. You communicate with Boner Salad.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Why are you doing that? Why don't you worry about keeping your fucking job and you're suspended?
Because I wanted to take this seriously. I wanted to come in with a clear.
So you talk to Steve, your lives to tape and Boner Salad?
Well, amongst other people, like they just reach out. I mean, they reach out to me. Like,
so ignore them.
Okay, go. I will ignore it. I'm on.
Go ahead. How's this going? Would you say so far, Mike?
Not great.
Coleman?
I got some hope. I don't know.
I haven't heard any ideas
What'd
yet.
you say,
Should we get to some ideas?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
First things first.
I have to admit, like This is all on me, and I made a lot of.
Oh, it
fuck-ups.
is.
It's
Oh, I thought it was my fault.
No,
okay.
I know.
All right.
I'm trying to take
One
responsibility.
second. Let me text Portnoy because he was taking some responsibility.
He was sweating it out.
Let me see. And Danny Ainge. I forgot I have Danny Ainge. Okay. I will text Danny Ainge. I will do this right now, Mike, on the air. I'm going to text Danny Ainge. Danny Ainge. Not your fault. Gus takes response. And I will put, I'll do a group text, actually. I'll put Danny Ainge on there, and I'll pick another name, Mike.
Well, Portnoy should be in there. He runs the company.
But Portnoy actually respond to it. I will put...
do you have, how about Jason Wolf?
I don't think I have Wolfie's number anymore. Let me see. I do. I'll put him on. Okay.
Okay.
I'll put Zolak on it.
There you go. That's a good 3. Because I was kind of blaming
I'm an
him.
odd number, even number guy, as you know. So let me see.
You don't consider yourself a fool?
Well, I mean, Rapport on there. It's a busy day, but for him.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
You may
'Cause
want to break that news.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Because he's recovering all kinds of, specifically firings.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. All right. Responsibility. Send. Okay. Go ahead.
All right.
I hope that chat is a buzz all day.
Oh, the 4 of us or 5 of us are always talking. Go ahead.
So things that I can provide from a content to help improve the show. First and foremost, if you ever say anything to do something, it's going to get done. That's
If you ever say anything to do something,
if
it's
you
gonna
say
get done.
if you say
Okay.
or tell me to do if you tell me to do anything, it's going to get done.
Okay.
I will do it quickly. Priority. No, that's the only thing I want to do.
We say quickly. Then what was the word you said?
No,
Privately?
Before that, privately.
no, I didn't say
What did you say? Priority.
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 You're the priority. Like
Thank
if you tell me something, it's the priority.
Okay. Go ahead. Great.
I know that part of the role to be in this here is to be able to take shit. It's something, and I like to think it's one of my strengths. However, I shouldn't be taking shit about my incompetence. It needs to be on content ideas, and even if it sucks, it's at least something that's funny that's going to get made off of. So at least it shows I'm showing out, I'm being active, I'm proactive. I have tickets to an event on Tuesday next week. Coleman and I have tickets for that. I've submitted some questions for it as well.
The Dale thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got 2 questions submitted, as much you could put on the ticket thing.
Wasn't that the Warthogs idea?
That was the one in November, and I found another one in.
That was the one. Warhogs was in November.
Remember.
Mike. This is a Dale event. Totally different.
No, it's
totally
the
different.
same
Totally
thing.
different idea.
It's the same thing, and it's other people sent it to me, so it's.
To be fair, I think I've sent you that as well, like a while ago.
Many people have sent it to me.
Okay.
To me, you're saying?
No, to
I got
Gus.
you. Yeah,
I've,
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got the tickets for that to go for there.
So you're finally doing something people have said you should be doing for months.
Well, let's send a pitch. Go ahead.
Currently, ticket. I already said that. No. So 2 ideas that kind of first came to my head was one with the shows coming up in like North Dakota, South Dakota, kind of doing like an in-depth research into the town you were going to kind of find what the Guy Geller of South Dakota is, and try to find these little niche things and potentially go out there maybe a couple days before, film some of just the local area just to kind of create content for that. And
Go ahead, Mike.
I hate to keep doing this. Isn't that the idea you had for Clemmer?
Pretty much, but it's an idea. I mean, it's an idea. I'm listening. I'm trying to keep an open mind. I mean, he's not going to do these things. Obviously, he's going to fail.
not true.
I'm not even worried about doing them so much as like whose idea they are.
Right. Oh no, he has no ideas. Yeah. No, of course. But go ahead.
Everyone says I'm lazy, so I think it would be funny if Gus works. If there's anyone who wants to take me to work with them to see how I work in a 9 to 5.
You're not laughing because it's a good idea, right?
I'm laughing because it's a great idea. I like that one. I just want to see it come to fruition.
It's like it's terrible content for the show. What?
It's just an idea I had.
Go ahead. Yep. Nope.
Well, Justin being the gold standard is, I think it's very clear Justin's the gold standard for what this position should be.
Right.
Everyone agrees with that. So basically, if I think Justin would do it, I'm going to do it. Try to do it first.
Okay.
So
Such as
if someone brings up a recipe today on the show, I'm going to go make it tonight.
Great.
That would just One first thing.
You know how you and I are always passing each other recipe ideas.
An example of that too is last week on Thursday, Mutt said that I should buy the book Atomic Habits. I have purchased Atomic Habits and the workbook. So there was one idea that I live stream reading it and doing it. Maybe. So you're on the sort of right path, but like of the things that Mutt said the other day, wouldn't the McDonald's thing be more than his book recommendation?
You know
McDonald's
what I mean? Thing? Oh, the
Ronald McDonald. Yeah.
Yes.
Look for the owner of McDonald's or something. I don't know.
But it's also best. I don't mean to tell anybody how to do the show. What do I know? It's also best when nobody knows those things are going to happen.
Well, that's
you know what I mean, Mike?
That's a tough position for him now because he's trying to pitch the things he's
No, I know,
do.
but he would just do that anyway, though.
Right.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Sure.
But
so now I'm just gonna do shit. Like that's my.
I agree
my
with
point.
that. Yeah.
So and it's going forward. There's going to be at least one piece, if not more, of video content, something like that, every week from me individually of everything else I have planned.
Mm-hmm.
I want to bring back the KMS wrap-up show. I talked with Coleman a little bit about this last night. I think myself and having a Minifan who wasn't in here just listening and just...
Okay, that'll last like 3 weeks. So that'll last like 3 weeks. So next, when a new enemy emerges, go all Detective Justin on him, digging into everything, making their life hell. Great. Okay.
To avoid the best of disaster from happening again, having every Friday night recording about a 15-minute top 5 best of introing things, nice and short, so that way we have a running list and an easy following thing of the best 5 moments that happened the week, in addition to what's happened.
Here's the problem: is these are all whatever. I just don't think they're going to happen, Mike. I don't believe. Gus can say yes, they are. I don't believe. I think in 3 months, if I said, "How's that going?" He would have said, that thing, and then he'd just be lying about.
Well,
I just don't believe the discipline.
These are things I imagine were said in some form or fashion in September, right?
Well, sure, yeah, right.
It just feels like we're redoing the producer's search.
I just don't. Nor does anybody.
Like, why weren't you doing?
Right, that's your job.
The issue with Gus is like, why weren't you doing it for the last 3 months?
Yeah, that's your job, and the people watching right now, the people listening later, are going to be thinking exactly what I'm thinking. They're not going to believe you.
I know.
And like the things you're saying you're going to shoot that Justin would do, we should have that today to react to.
Like, what did you do?
You saying you're going to do it is valueless.
What did you do last week? What video do you have?
Well, last week, the only video would be from Friday, because last week after I left...
What video is that?
The stuff in the vlog.
Gotcha, okay.
Just because last week I was in and out. The only day I was...
Continue, I understand. Go ahead, continue, sure.
Sorry, I lost my spot.
You should make that sound again, though. That's not annoying me at all.
Sorry.
We'll pause it real second for a quick second, Gus. Here, let's go around the room. Coleman, what grade would you give this? Be fair. You can be fair if you think it's going well. So if you don't, what grade would you give? Buckle down? Buckle down.
Yes.
What grade would you give Buckle Down so far?
So,
What grade would you give Buckle Down so far?
okay. C-.
Okay, Mike.
It's interesting that he said that because I was going to be generous and give a D-.
Okay,
but genuinely generous
Mike,
in a fair.
Mike, just say the guy's name again. Just say his name again. I know you want to.
Yeah,
just say it again.
But
Gus, what grade would you give yourself?
He's in a very
so far?
tough spot. That I understand. That's why it's not an F to me.
I did D.
Okay, I give you a D as well. Continue.
So basically, I feel like any of these content ideas is going to keep getting trashed on, but it's lifestyle changes that's got to change. I'm willing to add sneakers. I've texted him. I messaged him this morning to add on. I'm going to add him to my PlayStation account so he can monitor me 24/7 to show I'm not on. Bad joke, I know. But but.
Should I just fire him now? I'm not trying to be a dick here.
No,
shut up. Should I just fire him now? I don't want to be a dick here. I really don't want to be a dick. But should I just fire him now? Should I just, for my own sake, for my own stress, for everyone's because I'm just going to be an asshole going forward.
What he has proven today, I think, and I think it's a very tough spot for him to explain things he's going to do and have us be like, oh wow, but I don't think he quite gets what the criticism of him has been.
No,
Right.
The criticism is because I can't be trustworthy right now. You can't trust me if I say something.
But
you
it's
don't
also like
throw-
for
So
me.
you were lying about the video games, right? Just admit you were lying about the video
No,
games.
I'm not lying about the video.
So you weren't playing
wait,
them.
Wait, which?
The things that they were accusing you of that you denied.
Yeah, I was on. Yes, yes.
So you were lying
Yes.
completely.
Yes. You want?
You weren't going to judge him. You said.
I'm
You know what,
throwing
Mike?
it-
I
you
lied,
think he
Mike.
swore.
I lied.
I'm throwing everything out there. It's
Okay, so say exactly what you did. So all those out. So it wasn't your cousins. It wasn't your friends. It was you.
I have friends, and yes,
Hold on.
but it
Hold
was
on.
me.
It was you.
It was me.
Okay, so
What-
playing these games for 12, 13 hours while the best of wasn't happening.
Was I act?
While I'm paying you.
Was this on?
True or false?
Are you? Wait, I have a question. I have a question.
I know. Go ahead,
Are
you
you
can ask.
talking about? Are you talking about from? What was it back in like
Do you
November?
have Sneaker's number? One of
No,
you
I
guys?
don't.
I don't.
Okay, if he's listening, call in because he'll know better than me. Or one of these people, call in right now. 814-277-9622, whatever the fucking number is. Call in right now if you know what the question is. Gus, the minute you start doing I,
Because there's two
everybody
instances.
knows you're lying.
I have two. I have
Okay,
two questions.
Okay.
It's
okay. Well, I don't know the specifics. So, Mike, this is. Would you say not great?
No.
Okay. What would you do if you were me? Honestly.
So what I was about to say is like for me, Gus, the big problem, even not bigger than the lying, but almost equal to, is like I thought you would be the Minifan that helps Coleman kind of adapt to everything, and it seems like you don't quite understand the show in the way that like Kirk would want you to. In the way Justin understands the show, you don't. And that, to me, is like the biggest issue. Like coming in with the stuff you've come in with today kind of proves that, I think. I don't know what Justin would have done in this situation, but I just think it would be funnier than this.
Justin would never be in this situation. Say what you want about Justin, he's an idiot. He would never be in this situation.
Right.
Like the 29,000 is, like I said before, is so different than that.
It's a fuck up. It's not
But
lazy.
but it's no, exactly. That's why people were like, "Why?" I was never mad at him. Like I was mad at him, like as a whatever, like but I was never mad at him because his intentions were right.
Right.
He's a sweet, simple idiot, Justin. You know, he's a child. But Gus is also an idiot, but like just making shit up. Nobody ever believed him about those video games. Nobody.
Right.
So
this is why I said I think Coleman can learn and change and grow and all that.
Definitely.
Gus has been listening to the show for 5 years, or listening to you longer, I assume.
Right.
And
Gus is
doesn't.
a pathological liar about little things like this. So
Yeah.
it's like I don't know how. Like he was lying the whole time about the video games.
Right.
Did you put the number? Are people calling about this or no?
We have one call in, but the number's up. So
Numbers up.
like the studio's live. Oh, we didn't tweet.
Oh,
it yet.
don't tweet it out. No, if you know, well, the thing is, nobody knows the number. What's the number? Just tell me what the number is. I don't want to tweet it out, but just could somebody just
814-277-5475.
814-277
5475.
5475. You know this video game. If you're part of this video game cartel, I'm very curious. I actually want him to answer this correctly.
What was the original
there's-
scandal?
There's two.
Because it wasn't the best.
I don't want
one.
anybody to. Yeah. All right. Go ahead. Go next. We'll put a pin in that. Go ahead.
So with the news of Julie leaving, kind of taking
You will have no responsibility. None.
Okay.
None.
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 Okay.
None. Neither one of you. None.
Because
None.
Okay,
None.
I said okay.
None. No, you said okay, cuz you were about to say something, right?
Okay. No, I was gonna move to the next one.
Go ahead.
So you weren't going to move to the next
Do you
one.
guys, I mean, there's not next one, Mike?
So it's the accountability aspect. Accountability.
Yeah, great. Yeah, I'm ready to hear it.
First and foremost, I'm going to be holding myself accountable. I'm going to be holding Coleman's going to be holding me accountable, but it's all going to be pressure's going to be all on me. Coleman's not going to have to do anything extra. You're not going to have to do anything
What's that
extra.
have to do with anything? Oh shit. Well, I mean, obviously, I don't know. Do you think part of it was you weren't going to hold yourself accountable?
No, not at all.
That'd be interesting.
I'm just saying that okay.
Well, no. What? Go ahead. Continue. You're trying to what? Relax.
I'm trying to. It's tough to relax right now.
Okay.
One thing is I have to slow down personally. Like, take a breath more, slow it down.
Yeah.
That's where I get myself.
You got to relax a little more.
No, it's because when I start to go too fast, I overthink, I go too quick, I overlook things. It's something that
There's a video game mafia weight in, Coleman.
There's literally just one call.
I'm stunned at this, Mike. I'm disappointed.
Maybe it's sneakers.
We'll see, Coleman. I'll find out.
Or just one guy that hangs on hold all day.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, do you want to take that call or no? There's one call on the line.
We'll see what it is.
Juan?
Who are you? Show yourself.
Kirk,
yes.
Kirk, you got me?
Who's this?
I'm not part of the video game. I'm not sneakers, and I'm not part of the video game cartel. But it's a fact, clear as day. You can just switch your PlayStation status to offline to appear offline. Like
okay. I don't know about that. I want the specific. I don't care about that. I want the specific charges. I just tweet out. Can somebody call in? Go ahead, Gus. Forget that. Go continue.
Yeah. So when I'm reaching out to guests, every email gets CC'd by Coleman. I'm gonna have. So and I heard you last week. You said asking you, because I never ask you what guests you would want or not, and it's one of those things that I never wanted to be the bother to you or that. So every week I will have a list of names. I have some already.
Go ahead.
One was Josh Molina again because the West Wing's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
So I have reached out to their team. They got back to us this morning. I have a new connection to Trump. Still working with that. So
it's never
gonna happen. It's a long shot, but it's one of those things.
Okay.
And that's part of the reason why I suggest Robert F. Kennedy is because if you have more candidates on, the likelihood of getting other candidates to be willing to come on.
So you should have a bad segment together.
No,
other guests on.
I'm not necessarily. I don't think it would be a bad segment though.
Okay, go ahead. Who else?
We had. I'm trying again with Henry Winkler. I got IMDb Pro to reach out to. Who was the person I reached out to the other day? Martin Sheen for the West Wing.
Okay.
So those were just kind of initial ones. I thought of that.
Okay.
Part of the pitch was.
Go ahead, Mike.
I don't know that my version of this
is like
would
watching,
be any better.
This is like watching a newborn try and swim.
He should have had something done that he could show you. This is what I can. This is all bullshit. This is lip service that you said in September. Like
Right,
I can do this and that and that. But that's been done. Like, that's not the issue. Is you've been saying I'm going to book a guest for 3 months.
Going to IMDb Pro is not doing anything.
It gives me what that does is it gives me more access to emails, phone calls, more numbers I can get to.
But do you see what I'm saying? If you came in and said, "Hey, Trump's on the docket for Wednesday," that's different than being like, "I want to get Donald Trump out."
I understand that. I'm saying is I've been sending those messages out, trying to get that happen. I've been doing that since last week. I haven't been able to confirm anyone within a week, but I'm still trying, going out nonstop, trying, basically being not annoying.
So were you not trying before that?
No, I was trying before.
Okay. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's been months already.
I understand. I'm still going to keep trying. Like, I'm not going to give up, but I'm also going to be able. I'm going to have all the receipts to show you what I've been doing when someone gets back to me on that type of thing. Like those are all.
So your basic pitch is like, I can show you that I'm failing rather than lying about failing.
No,
well, not only that. I mean, it takes you 5 minutes to try and book March.
Yeah,
no, it's just not like a 4. It's like, nor should it be a 4-hour project.
It's not going to be. And that's like my point is I'm going to keep going on and doing.
You moved your video game set to private, correct? That's what everyone's tweeting.
Well, right now it's all off because I've turned it off because I haven't been on it, and I haven't.
But
been
you
on
went private, correct?
Not
off. You didn't turn it off. You went private.
When everything went on, I went private.
You went private.
I will go back public.
Okay. So when you turn it off, so again, you say you went private.
Yeah.
Okay. So nobody knows how much you're playing then.
Not true.
Who does?
Because Otsella got me the last time on. Otsella's the one.
He's good.
But you went private because you didn't want anybody to know how much you were playing.
That was after the Otsella thing, yes.
Yes. Okay. So then,
yes.
so then you could be doing 20 hours. Nobody would know.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say I'm not gonna.
Okay, but I'm just saying.
I understand.
Okay. So you're okay.
I understand.
We have a call from that crowd. Yeah, Coleman.
There's one call waiting, and Menners, I think, sent Sneakers' number. So
let's call Sneakers.
Okay.
Let's call him.
I empathize with his position, but to bring up Sneakers at all in your pitch to keep your job is baffling to me.
Want to know why?
Well, 2 years ago.
He's in his ear.
He's what?
He messaged. I know he reaches out, and he's the first one that came to mind.
Shut up.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Sneakers. It's Kirk. You're live. What's up?
Hey, how you doing, Kirk?
Good. Good morning. Did that get you at a bad time?
No.
Okay. You probably.
I'm working, but.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, your work. So you haven't seen the show. So Gus, Well, God, can you? I want to talk about this video game thing, so then Gus can tell you, and then you can kind of give me an idea what's right and what's not right. Okay?
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, good, Gus.
So there were the two instances I was.
First of all, Gus admitted that it wasn't his cousins, it wasn't his friends, it was him the entire time playing the video games. Right, Gus?
Yeah.
Well, we all do. Well, we all do that.
Right. So explain to me what that means, because I don't know what. Like, I don't know.
What happened? What was the original thing that you talked about?
What's the story?
It was just Gus was playing video games for, I think he had like an 18-hour stretch where he was just playing video games nonstop.
But was that while something was happening? I can't remember.
He's working on. I was paying him, Mike. That's
I know that. I didn't know if there was something specific that got in the way.
I think this was during the producer search.
Okay. That's what I was trying to figure out.
So Gus, so go ahead.
So and then there was another incident that I was trying to refer to during when the best of was getting uploaded, and it was like 3 a.m. and I was playing.
Right.
And yes, and on the show I admitted to yes I was playing that.
Right.
But that's what as everything was uploading online, so I was just doing that to stay awake. But
you were denying initially that it was you playing those video games. So it was your cousin and everything, right?
At the beginning, yes.
Right. So that was a lie, right?
Yeah, it was a lie,
Okay,
which
so-
I said
Today.
yes.
Right. So Sneakers, you were right all along.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions?
You're alive.
Anything?
Well, Gus.
Oh, go ahead.
He's got bad. So this is my advice to Gus. Stop being lazy. Stop being a lazy dickhead. Stop lying. Just start doing your work. Put down the fucking sticks and get your ass to work. Time to grow up.
There you go. Thank you, Sneakers. See, we've come along.
you guys.
We've come a long way. Isn't it amazing? He's now an ombudsman for this show.
He's giving the guy a pep talk.
Yes. So go ahead.
So that's why explaining the second part of the video game thing was that's why that was my question of which one you wanted to talk about. That's
Okay.
I was.
So this is a big lie. So go ahead.
No, it's not.
It is. But Mike, what are we doing here?
I don't know why you admit to these lies and then say they're not lies.
No,
talking to Mick.
because I'm getting confused right now.
Confused about what? You said it was your cousins and it wasn't.
No, okay, that's yes. I'm saying that was a lie, but me saying that's a lie is not a lie.
What?
That's.
I understand. I actually understand what you're saying. So go ahead. What's next?
So, one of the things to help from a streamline process is after every show.
I had 3 different people, by the way, 3 different people at that Pubagino's thing tell me that you smelled the drugs that night.
Did I? Yes.
I didn't think so.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Slightest.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
3 different people, Mike. So
That could be people stirring shit though.
And I'm going to be very like I can say I would never come in high here. I would never do that. I understand I have a high tolerance. I also have a high metabolism. Edibles don't affect me as much as they affect other
it's not a great defense.
just-
Go ahead.
no, I'm just
Jesus
saying,
fucking Christ.
but
Go
I'm
ahead.
just
Next.
So, but lifestyle changes are completely happening. Coleman and I are talking every single day now. We're having a lot more conversations coming up, creating like on a back end of just like a behind the scenes from
These are just things, Mike, that are just going to go away, though.
They're not going to
know
go
what I mean?
away.
Like I've done this with all these guys. This isn't even the Gus thing. I've heard this from everybody. You know,
Well,
these ideas, and the
it's-
shows every day. It just doesn't work.
It does work when
It does. Who do you think knows better?
You do.
I'm just saying. I understand. I understand that you're trying. I'm just being honest with you. Go ahead.
You should have done something. And again, I can't come up with a great idea that would save your job, but like the McDonald's thing seems like something to me that you easily could have filmed on Thursday or whatever and posted it today so we could be like, now that's the type of thing you should be doing. You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it's but I'm also in a situation right here where I want like I got suspended a second week for the other tweet, so I'm now going like silent. Like I'm hoping I save myself today. I'm taking whatever punishment comes my way. I'm keeping my ass quiet. I'm taking everyone's advice. I'm listening to what everyone is saying. I'm taking this.
But what I'm saying is, I knew it would be difficult for you to come in here and explain what your job. That would be difficult for anybody. Like I empathize with that. So knowing that was difficult, what you should have done is something we could look at and be like, okay, that would be a funny video. That's the type of shit you should be doing. You should be having these ideas.
I agree, and it's unfortunately just personal time. The only time that I had that I wasn't jogged up on, I was with Coleman, and that's how it's been all weekend.
You two should have gone and filmed something.
We did some stuff like for the
we're not allowed to see
vlog. Well, it's on the vlog. You can see it. It's on the vlog.
Mm-hmm.
So, but as now, it looks like I'm going to be starting to get more time coming forward. Like,
you're right about that.
What? This is tough.
I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, it was just like, it's the January thing I can't get past.
You think you don't like firing people? I'm a beta cuck, so I don't like doing this.
And I know that January thing's not going to happen again because after every show,
you guys are no part of best of. None. None.
That reminded me of a question.
That doesn't mean that I won't have clips. Whoever does do it, I won't be able to. If they need help, I'll be able to help them.
That reminded me of a question. Josh said something to the effect of Gus said, next year, you guys, I want the interns to handle the best of. Is that true?
So what I said was,
is that true?
No, what I said was, where's my because I can get the exact message I sent.
Oh, good. Josh playing a pivotal role in all this.
This is worse than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be really bad.
I said, also for next year, I think Josh and Nick should try to make best of for the weeks, which will make next year's best of a lot easier.
Okay, so you mean starting in January?
Starting in January, every week. Just like what I said I was going to do.
So at that point, was it already like overwhelming for you? Like you realized it was harder than you?
This was after everything hit the fan.
Okay. All right.
So
that's what I didn't know.
Yeah, that was all after everything hit the fan. And then Josh said he sent me clips. And when he sent me clips, Coleman had already told me to stop posting clips because I had some clips cut out from my segments to put on Twitter as the best of was uploaded.
Gotcha.
But Coleman said stop posting the clips. So that's why I stopped posting the clips there.
I don't even understand what has been positive about this pitch, Mike. Or Coleman. What am I mean, yours, walk me through it. Why should I keep this guy?
I guess the upside.
What's the upside?
Like the potential, the ceiling is there. I mean, if he's saying he'll do all of these things,
he's not going to be able to do all these things. I don't want to, because then 3 months from now, he's not going to do two of those things. What am I going to do? Fire him? It's been 3 months. Like, what, that doesn't
I think so. Yeah. Like if
but that happens, isn't that what he's supposed to have been doing the last 4 months?
That's what these are all things that were said in the producer search. But I don't know about Gus.
3 months or whatever.
But by someone. Someone said, "I'm going to book these guests and I'm going to do these videos."
He's basically laying out what he should have done when he got the job, right? Right, Gus?
Yeah.
So have you failed at your job so far?
Yeah.
So why should I keep you? If you were me, what would you do?
The tightest leash ever. Like seriously, it's.
You've lied like 3 times during this already, though. And you said you weren't going to lie anymore.
But then he said not always.
No, I'm not trying to lie. I'm getting like tripped up. I'm telling you.
Maybe this just isn't the best fit. Like, do you think maybe that's it? Like, you're a nice guy and it's just not the right fit.
No, because it can work.
Okay, but I'm not interested in something that can
and
work.
It will
I'm interested in
work.
something that will work.
And it will work. It's like this whole past.
Gus, getting Henry Winkler and doing a video at the end of the week doesn't do shit for me.
I thought it would help for trying. I was trying to think big and short and long.
What's a video? A big and short and long. What short were you thinking of?
The short term was like the Gus Works thing that Mike got the laugh about.
Okay, I don't care about.
It's a bad idea.
Believe me, Mike thinks it's a good idea.
I know, but
folks, you're going to be seeing Craig Works.
But you know what? I'd rather,
Patreon near
I'm
you.
all for Hacksaw Working. Whatever the hell his name is. Is that his name?
Hackride.
Hackride. Working. I'm all for that. BlindMike.net. Go subscribe. Blind Mike Project on YouTube.
Yes.
I don't. Mike, help me out here. If you're Kirk Minihane, what would you do? Dead serious.
Can I ask you?
Yeah.
What were you hoping to hear today? Like what? I
really had no, because I knew it was gonna be a disaster.
No, I know, but like realistically, in a perfect world, he comes in with a good idea. What would those good ideas have been?
Honestly, it'd been more like, hey, here are the 50 lies. Because that was the one question I had in my mind. Was like the 3 lies we've uncovered means there's 30.
Right.
So I want to hear all of them so we can go through them. That's what I wanted to hear.
Yeah.
We got 2. That means there's 28 more.
Sure.
Which means to me he's lying because he's not saying.
I'm genuinely trying to think of stuff.
Right, but that's bullshit. Though.
No,
right, Mike. I mean,
I assume he just kind of lies pathologically, which means they're not at the top of his
and
mind.
I get it. It's a defense mechanism. There's shit going. It's you know, but like I'm not his dad, and it's not the report card. Like this is the job. I'm an adult. He's an adult. He's in his fucking 30s.
Right.
So like it's time now to step up, and he has not stepped up. Like this is a proposal to keep your job. Calling Martin Sheen and doing what? Doing 5-minute things at the end of the week for best of? I don't even, you know. It was December 22nd. He had January done for best of. And it's supposed to be 15 hours, that project. Is any of that not true?
No, it's all true. And
Okay.
it's
Which I don't even know if I believe that. If even that was done. So, you know, I don't know.
And like, so Coleman said one of your responsibilities was going to be running the Twitter account, but like, I don't think you could do that in the way that Kirk wants it done. How do you explain stuff like that as someone that like listens to the show?
so
Getting to my moderator.
yeah. I'm studying after what's like looking at going back into the show's Twitter when it was at its heyday with Steve. One of those things is going to be
You're doing what?
like going.
Okay, so this is interesting to me, Mike. Now this is a chance to catch somebody in a lie.
Okay.
Right? So you studied Steve's
Like
mastery of
no way.
No.
That's what you just said.
That's okay. Can I
No,
rephrase?
you may not for a second. You may not. That's exactly what he said, right, Mike? Not mastery, but you get my point.
Yeah.
Right? Is that essentially what you said, Gus?
Yes.
Okay. Like, give me an example then. You studied it.
When Steve would go back and forth on the Twitter.
No, that's not an example.
Okay.
When Steve would go back and forth on Twitter, I don't think he ever tweeted that out, so that's not an example. I don't think Steve... No, but now you're turning in the Mick.
No.
I'm not into the complex.
No. I'm
You
not.
said you studied, so you said you'd never lie again. Look at me, please. You said you'd never lie again. So you said you studied Steve's, when he handled the Twitter account. It's Twitter account's peak. I agree it was not colony. We all agree on that. So like give me a Steve tweet.
Hey, can I look it up? Can I go?
No, you may
okay.
not. No, because you should be able to remember that.
Also throw in, I had to control the Twitter account.
No, we all know. Believe me. We all suffer through that.
Well, I don't know if it was your.
I'm just saying.
Believe me, that was a sad time of show history.
when
tweeting out friggin'
it was when you were
Nate
going through
Bergazzi,
Albright.
his name is fucking
You wish. You wish I thought you people were cultured enough.
I can't remember the specific date off the top of my head, but it was going back through the Albright tweets when the show account would actually like go after Albright in doing those things. So when I mentioned in the
so this you made this.
No, but
on the spot.
Right? Am I right?
That's, no, it's because that is why it's in the PowerPoint I put when you have a new
master
enemy.
Twitter account.
Oh.
No,
when you have
I
a new
want
enemy.
to see this PowerPoint.
When you have a new enemy.
I will send it to you, Mike.
When you have a new enemy.
When you have a new enemy, use the account to kind of be able to be that voice for it and take that approach.
I'm sure you'll do that just like Steve did.
I'm not as smart as Steve. I'm going to try though. And it's
so to be fair, then you weren't looking back at what Steve did. You thought of that and then put in your PowerPoint,
No,
correct?
no,
You went back to the 2019 tweets.
I went back to some old tweets. Yeah, I went back 2019, 2020. And I didn't.
Do you believe that, Mike? Or
I didn't read them. I didn't. Not that I didn't read them.
It's tough to take something Steve was good at and
I
be
didn't
like,
read them.
I can't do it that
I
good.
didn't read them. Not that I didn't read them. I read them. Okay. Right?
This is when I talk fast, I get worked up. So I'm trying to.
You lie.
I'm not trying to lie. It's.
I understand, but you're lying. Go
This
ahead,
is
Mike.
what I'm trying to say is like, it's very easy to say, I'm going to run the Twitter account exactly like Steve did.
Right. Which is, by the way, not even what I'm looking for.
No,
but go ahead.
But why didn't you do it for the last 3 months? You know what I mean? Like, what about now is going to make you start tweeting like Steve Robinson all of a sudden?
Because I'm going to be running by the things through Coleman, and I think
but Coleman can't do it.
Coleman can't do that.
But it's one of those. It's if I have, I like Coleman is funnier than me. Coleman
Jesus
is
fucking Christ.
I know.
You're fired. Honestly, that's the
that.
fucking saddest thing anyone's ever fucking said.
Do you see what I'm saying though, Gus? Is like you weren't able to do it when you had control of the account, and now you're going to rely on Coleman, who also can't do it.
Fucking live events. Lisa is funnier than Coleman.
Oh, come on.
Like, what the fuck?
That's low.
We'll all agree that was below the belt.
Jesus Christ.
Next time you want a water.
Okay. It's one of those things where I do have the background knowledge that Coleman does not have of this show.
But I don't think you've displayed that in any way.
But
It's true.
I'm not trying to shit on you. I'm just being honest.
I know, Mike. So what I'm trying to say is like, if there is something like, if an idea pops into my head, like, oh, Albright or Shirley Leung does something, I can put it on, like...
Okay, I can be honest, Gus, I still don't trust you, like, attacking these people.
No,
like,
but
you know what I mean?
That's what I'm trying to say. Right.
There's a way to do it. I'm not interested in, like they're fucking...
Yeah.
Like, none of that shit. Like, I want people to be smart about it. We don't need... Like, I always want to have the upper hand on that thing. Yeah,
and that's what... like, for example, like, the 2 questions I submitted to the event that were going up, I tried to word them so that way it wasn't obvious I was doing any digs or anything.
Let me hear one. To this fresh rivalry with Dale Arnold. Guy's been retired for fucking almost 3 years, I think.
The whole pitch is going to Dale.
I don't even care about it. Who cares?
Why is this happening?
Yeah, I mean, what the... I mean, this doesn't...
Okay, so the first one was... instead of marry, sleep with, kill, how about a lifetime contract, 1-year rental cut, Bork or, and I forget who it was Bergeron, Marchand, Chara. And then the other one.
What?
It's from the song references. Those are three people named in the song. So I wanted to ask him a marry, fuck, kill, Bergeron, Chara, but I didn't say marry, fuck, kill. And then the other one was, did you have more fun hunting ghosts or holding down the middays?
Not great.
What was that? Who's that?
Mick.
Here, Mick?
Not great. Mick is cranking it right now.
There is right now an elderly couple having coffee and an apple pie at McDonald's, horrified that Mick is masturbating in front of them.
It's a Burger King.
It was a McDonald's.
I thought you said Burger King.
No, it was McDonald's. It was McDonald's. No, it was a McDonald's. It was Mick. It was a McDonald's.
When he told his story, though, he said it was a Burger King.
Well, he's wrong.
He did. When he retold the story, he did say a Burger King.
Let me hear that second question again, Gus.
Did you have more fun hunting ghosts or holding down the middays?
I don't even understand what the payoff is on that.
That one was just a kind of light one to not get
He's holding
caught.
his feet to the fire.
That's a light one. The other one's the tough one.
The other one would be more of the show related, funnier response.
I didn't understand it. What was the first one?
Remember that
Marry, fuck,
Dale
kill.
song? So those are 3 players mentioned in the song.
Yeah, but they're just 3 Bruins, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
No, Mike. No, Mike. I know, Mike. I know. I'm old, Mike. I'm not that old.
This could be our first hug after the show. Just consoling each other.
The mind is still semi-sharp.
Cue the music.
Gus, that's awful. I'm just being honest. That's terrible. It's
when do you ask me if he ever farted in the catcher's face?
Yeah. The hell kind of question is that? Pardon? That's a friend.
My buddy.
He's my friend. Yeah, no, I'm believing. I'm supporting. What did Steve tweet out?
A vow.
I laughed at that.
I think Coleman actually has a couple drums from that.
Stuttering John?
That you'll enjoy.
All right, let me hear. Let's take a break from this disaster. We'll talk about that.
I don't have them in yet.
You son of a bitch.
I know.
That's why I go buy Mike Todd.
Saving them for tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah, good. But believe me,
Wednesday.
you play it all you want tomorrow. Go to betterhelp.com/Kirk10, BETTER.com/Kirk10 today. If you think you're starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. So you go through this questionnaire. It's a bunch of things that actually is very helpful. I've done it. It's kind of, are you comfortable with male, female, either, both, older, younger? What specific thing do you want to talk about? There really is, it's good because, when you go into traditional therapists, you really don't, because it's so hard now. You get paired up, you don't know what you got. And then once you're paired up with them in today's world in traditional therapy, if it's not comfortable at first, you don't want to back out of it because you know how long it's going to be to find somebody. It's really hard now. So BetterHelp comes in, does a great job. BetterHelp.com/Kirk10 today to celebrate the progress you're going to make. 10% off your first month in this new year. Get moving right now. BetterHelp.com/Kirk10 to really find out about yourself, talk things out. You've heard of basically a therapy session in the last half hour. BetterHelp.com, BETTERHELP.com/Kirk10 today. Grade update, Mike?
Say again?
Grade update?
Oh, grade update.
Yeah.
It feels like an F.
Yeah, it's an F.
Yeah, I hate to say it.
Coleman, you had a C- before. Coleman, what would you do if you were me? Like, forget, like, it's not going to matter. I'm going to make my own decision. I'm a grown man.
Right.
Can I throw Coleman under the bus for a second? Just to
definitely.
alleviate Gus? He did, when I texted him those drops, he did say added. To me.
Like added to my list of stuff I had to go through. But yeah.
I mean, you worked with him on this pitch?
No, that's what I said before we started.
Okay.
He told me things throughout the week, but I haven't seen this at all.
How about this idea that you're going to make sandwiches at Subway that people are suggesting, Gus?
So
I came in here today like, oh God.
So that's real, right? You had that at one point. I saw it.
It was an idea.
Uh-huh.
That was a part of the phone call with Tiffany today.
What?
That I was going to ask if I would even be allowed to.
How would that help the show? How does that make the show better?
Or how is it funny even?
Right.
It was just a.
Do you think, Gus, maybe this is, as I said before, a mistake maybe on my part as well? It's just a bad fit. Shake hands. You're a good guy. Good luck going forward. Like, are you feeling that right now?
A little bit.
You are. Okay, a little bit you're feeling that.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand that. I like it. There's no hard feeling.
Yeah, no, but I'm feeling it, but I'm confident that.
Oh, okay. Well, you're not feeling it. All right. I thought maybe we're making some progress there, Mike. Okay.
Well, the little bit was the first truth that he told, I think, and then he went back to the lies.
No,
I'm feeling that, but I'm not feeling that.
I'm feeling, yes, I'm feeling that it might not be a fit.
Okay, good. Okay.
I am feeling that.
You want to maybe right now, for both of our sakes, just say, hey, you're a good guy. You need help going forward. I'm here for you. And maybe just.
If that's what you want.
Is that what you want?
No, because
I'm not going to take this as a, believe me.
I understand that, but what I want, I want to be here, right in this seat next to Coleman, helping him out anyway, doing whatever I can to make this show better, taking chances, trying new things, giving if it's a shitty idea, taking the brunt of it, having a shitty idea, not throwing a temper tantrum and walking out after 5 seconds of anything.
Let's not make this in the Mick. This is not a Mick thing. That's a shot at Mick.
It is a shot at Mick.
Don't worry about Mick. But the Mick has nothing to do with this.
But for me, it's I know.
I almost feel like he's now wants to keep the job because he thinks Mick's going to get it. If he
no,
just
not
to
even
fuck
that.
Mick over.
Right.
No, I want to.
I can respect
Getting
that.
rid of the job make Mick more mad?
Well,
Right?
who knows? I don't even know.
Mick's had me in a absolute.
I'd be curious where Mick is on this, but yeah, all right.
He's rock hard that's what he says in the chat.
If Gus,
I'm the game.
If Gus gets fired today, does Mick cave?
Well, no,
from
because,
his stance.
No, because you asked stuff like that. He can't.
Oh, I just ruined it for him.
Yeah, he just feels like he's got to be the guy who's like, I'm not going there.
Right.
Which is a interesting take. I'll give him that. Yeah, I mean, it's we'll find somebody. Yeah, that's part of the thing. But what do you have anything else on this pitch, Gus? Do you have it printed out?
I can send it to you and print it out. Yeah.
Print it out. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it in my hands, if that's okay, Mike.
Be great. There's probably some juice in there. That'll be fun.
Want a copy too, Mike?
No, that's all right. I don't think I'll do much with it.
I don't really know what to do here, Mike. I do, but I don't.
Yeah. It's tough.
It is tough.
He's a nice guy.
He's a nice guy. But you know what I'm saying about not being like a...
Yeah. Well, because I get the position that Justin and Dave were in the other day. Like when people called up and were like, well, Justin, you fucked up too. I feel like I'm in that position also. Like you could easily point to things that I should have done and didn't and all that.
Sure.
So I empathize with Gus's situation from that standpoint. But you can't say like, oh, well, Mike fucked up, so Gus should also be able to fuck up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's also, I mean, this has been now this is over 4 years you guys have been doing this.
Right.
So it's just different than saying, hey, I didn't do anything.
Right.
But now I'm going to start doing stuff. It's like, well, I don't believe you.
Right, right.
And that's me, my own issue. I'm like, well, I don't believe you.
Well, but that's my point is that these are not like, holy shit, where was this during the producer? It's all the same shit you heard. And I'm not even saying from Mick and Quinlan and all these guys.
Yeah.
They said all these things and then it just didn't happen.
Right. Yeah. So I don't know.
Good goal.
Yeah, I think printing away. Listen to that.
How many pages is this?
12. It's a PowerPoint.
This is 12 pages? How many pages in were we?
We were like done.
We were done?
Yeah.
That was 12 pages?
The other thing was
Of a PowerPoint.
Yeah, it's all PowerPoint. I put it on PowerPoint to help keep.
The other thing was what? You said the other thing?
Was punishments, and that's we kind of gone over already.
What do you mean?
Like punishment ideas that people sent to me.
What do you mean people? Like Minifans?
Like Minifans.
Oh, so you reached out to Minifans asking for punishment?
No, I didn't reach out.
Okay.
They reached out. I heard I think it was on the rundown that they said I should redo the best of, which I was like, that wouldn't fly. One thing I thought of was doing a 15-hour live stream, having to listen to every single part of that stuff just to sit there to show I listened through everything, because it was a knock that I don't listen through all the clips. So that was one thing. I could sit there, listen to all 15 hours, and there's no substances allowed during all that. So I have to,
wow.
But it's going to be one of those things. Sit there.
It would be interesting, not that you would want this, but if you gave him a deadline and just said, redo the best of, to see what he did.
True.
You know?
Right.
I'm only saying that because I wonder if he would know how to go about it this time.
He'd fuck it up.
Yeah.
Fuck it up. Fuck it up. Yeah. It would just annoy me. No, for me, I think the big thing is I've crossed that point.
Yeah.
Where there's no going back. And with me, when that happens,
Sure.
it's tough. It's a tough scene.
It's tough.
And you know how it can be. It's not pleasant. So I'm trying to work that out in my head.
As the pages print away.
That is more than 12 pages.
That's the sound of your mind right now.
I don't even understand. How does it take so long to print? Even printing something takes. Is it printed?
It's printing still.
How many pages are left?
Last one.
Okay.
It's the cover.
Hey, he's a nice guy. That's the other thing. Like, he was a dick, I'd be like, fantastic.
Sure.
Fuck you. You know? But he's a nice guy.
Sure.
So I don't know. Thank you, Gus. I don't know what to buckle down. Gus
Just
is
throwing them
path
at
to
you like
redemption.
Mick with the water. Here you go.
Okay, so each one is like 2. So it's not long.
Yeah, PowerPoint. I knew it wasn't as arduous as it sounded.
Right. Despite popular belief, I am not high all the time. I will never show up to an event recording anything official in the show capacity. Anything official in the show capacity under the influence. Okay.
I am not a crook.
Oh, God. There it is. Gus works. Gus visits.
It's like Dick and Jane.
Gus works. We're going to be... When Gus works is on CBS, we're going to be like, we really missed that.
Imagine typing this sentence. Justin is the gold standard.
I tweeted last night, I quote tweeted Manners and said, I now believe Gus is boner salad. And someone replied, those were my grandfather's last words.
Driving the subway a day early to talk with the staff and get content before the show.
Wait, what?
Driving so we're at Subway. Oh, let's get this on the record, Coleman.
Mm-hmm.
So because I got a bunch of messages about this.
Yeah.
So we're at Subway a week from Saturday.
Yes, the 20th at 8 o'clock.
Okay, 20th in
Harrington, Delaware.
Harrington, Delaware. So did everyone get that who won?
I reached out to a couple. I need to just reach out to everyone.
Make sure everybody
Yep.
has it, please, the next day.
Yep.
Mutt mentioned I read Atomic Habits on Thursday this week. I purchased the book and was suggested I do a live stream reading it and filling out the work. He can't even write.
Well, he writes how he speaks. You want to feel it in a Gus voice.
To avoid the best of disaster from happening again, I'll be creating a best of the week hosted by myself. Okay. Looking for something we didn't cover here, Mike.
It'd be great if there's some brilliant idea on one of those pages. You just left it off.
Help plan the Kirk Minihane Show charity golf tournament, Mike.
Ah.
That's important for the show being better, isn't it?
That's fun.
What did you say?
That was something that I added with the news of yesterday when I saw Julie out. Because I have a list of courses that could be connections from. Already I have like 7.
Every Sunday, I will message Coleman or Kirk a list of 5 people who I will try to get to come on the show. Spending more time in the studio.
That's also not like, why would this show? Well, let's say you got all of them. The show, 5 guests a week.
Larry King?
No, like, it wouldn't be 5. But I'm just like the show. It was just a number. I thought that like, look, here's the 5.
How many guests do you have booked for 2024 right now?
Right now,
Yes.
technically 1.
Stephen Hyde.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Who I talk to all the time.
I know.
I'm also booked a few times, I think.
What's that?
I'm booked.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, you really?
A guest.
Punishment.
Subway's on there.
Have to help make the sandwiches at Subway if allowed.
Fingers crossed.
What's the joke there?
Just having to make the sandwiches.
I get what you had to do, but what's the joke there? Like, why is that funny?
As a thank you, or not thank you, as an apology to the Mina fans for the terrible best of.
You get to see how much more qualified he is for that job.
I don't even get the.
It was.
Conclusion. We didn't get to this part. I need to be better, and will continue to get better. The message was clear, and I will continue to try new things and provide content for the show with prank calls, going to events, and starting drama when needed.
Oh.
I will be in constant communication Coleman and help him any way he needs. With Coleman?
Yeah.
Okay. With is not there. I am sorry for everything that led up to this, and I am willing to do whatever it takes to stay. With a conclusion.
What does it take at this point?
What?
What does it take at this point?
For him to stay?
Yeah. What would you say? Because it's really only your mind. We can't.
Yeah, let's take some calls. We'll open up the call. We'll see what the people have to say. Maybe somebody could talk me because he is not.
Yeah.
I'm trying to come to an amicable breakup here, Mike.
Sure, I understand.
You know,
it's tough. He's been known not to leave when you ask him to leave.
well,
So-
this is different. Yeah,
No, I
this is-
understand.
yeah. I don't know. I don't get the. I don't even get the joke of like listening to the.
That's the thing is like Justin's dumb ideas, for lack of a better term. Like he called me and said, "Should I just drive to Delaware to go to the subway?" And I laughed immediately.
Right. That's what I mean.
I just don't think Gus has that muscle.
I think it's just a bad fit. Like it's not nice guy, bad fit.
Right.
And that's on me. I hired him. That's on me. Like I take responsibility.
but I'll offer a defense of Gus here.
Sure.
If that job is silly, wacky guy, I don't think like Mick brings that, certainly.
No,
you know, like a guy you beat up on and make fun of and all that stuff. Like
Well,
that feels more like Gus than anyone
There's
else.
something to beat up on Mick, watch him lose his mind, and watch him try and take Coleman like wants that A chair.
Sure.
You know, is there something to that drama?
Sure.
Or is there somebody else out there who we've not even seen yet? I don't want to do the search again, but
Right.
I could do the search for one person. Two at the number, would you call him?
If the
Sorry, I'm still getting it up.
Yeah, take your time. What's that?
if the Ken and Curtis dynamic that you mentioned was kind of like what you were looking for, Gus. But that's the problem because Curtis would do stuff like the Cullen thing.
And he could run the show account great.
Right. So that's where the disconnect was, I think.
Right. Yeah. I have not had a little bit with Steve, but I've never had a Twitter account, show account that was conversational like the show is. Like the old Kirk and Castellani show account was. That sounded like the show sounded to some extent.
I think me and Steve did a pretty good job.
Sure, but that was brief though, I'm saying. But yeah, yes. But you know what I'm saying? Like consistently.
Yeah.
For months at a time.
I had it the whole time, damn it.
The whole time Steve was producer?
Yeah.
Oh boy, you fucking suck. You're fired. Get the fuck out of here. No, yes. Like that.
Yeah.
I gotta go back and study it. Others have. I haven't studied
Yeah.
Steve's.
You Gus will be able to tell you which ones were mine. And
the
which one was
academics are really starting to study
I
that.
can't tell the difference between those.
814-277-5475, Mike. 814-277-5475 is your two-way.
Suppose Kirk, last 4 digits.
That's right. Who knew? I actually didn't. I mean, I don't know. What do you think, Coleman? Put your friendship. What? I know you like him. We all like him. That's all we're talking about here.
I think it's a tough position though, because kind of like Mike has said, like he's meant to be this goofy, silly guy. I guess my question is, where along those lines should he have been that for content? Like, is it the laziness?
Well, where has he been that? What has he done?
I mean, he has his moments in the slip ups and everything in studio, but where is your core problem with it?
What's he doing? He just said he hasn't done anything the last 3 months. He just laid out what he needs to do. That's what he's supposed to do.
Yes, and I guess it's a question
He's
of
playing video games. He didn't do the best of. Like he's not doing anything.
I guess it's a question of whether or not this is a true change to that. For you, I don't know if that's too late. For
if you and me, would you believe him?
Maybe it's a fault of my own, but
right,
I
Mike, would you believe him? If you
I would.
No, right? No, I don't blame Coleman. He's not going to answer that question, honestly.
No, I
like Coleman. I think. Look, Coleman's on thin ice right now too, but I believe that he's working hard. I know he's working hard, and I think he'll continue to work hard. Like Gus, I don't think is going to work hard.
I
think Gus is just lazy, and he's like, he's a nice guy, but he's just not built for this.
If this is what you hired him for, then he has no excuse really. But I also think it's tough for Coleman to just be like watching over Gus's shoulder.
Yeah,
with I keep using Justin as the, but with Justin you wouldn't have to do that. And I think with Mick, you wouldn't really have to do. Like, I don't think you'd have to watch over Mick's shoulder to see if he was working. He might not always do what you want, but I don't think you'd just find out that Mick hadn't done all the things that he said he was going to do.
Jeff Dulo just texted me. I sense Gus is 1 ounce of pressure away from saying he's going to book Bruce Springsteen.
He looked good at the Golden Globes last night.
He did look good. Sure did.
That'd be great if we just kept going higher up the ladder. I'm going to book Springsteen. I'm going to book your parents. Please, for the love of God.
I'll play the Masters. It's just like, it doesn't. You get where I'm coming from, Gus?
No, I totally understand.
I don't want to be like this. That's how I feel. It's my default. I just don't believe you.
I understand that, and
I like you. You're a good guy. Like you're good. I understand why you're doing the things you're doing, and I understand what you're going. You're a nice guy. No hard feelings. Want to just call it a day?
No, I don't want to call it. I want to keep. I'm telling you, this past week.
If you quit right now, I'll rehire you.
Guarantee?
No.
He outsmarted you.
Boy, he's good, isn't he, Mike?
He's learning.
He really picked that one up. They load up, Coleman?
They are.
All right, hello.
Hey, Kirk, I just wanted to call and ask you for some advice.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
So I've been really, really good friends with this smoking hot chick for the past 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
And it seems like every time I go to hook up with another girl, she like kind of.
One second. Mike likes descriptions of the female, right, Mike?
Oh, please.
Yeah,
yes.
go ahead. Like, give us a full head to toe. I hate that word, but give us a full description.
Okay, well, she's a tall.
I had a feeling.
Redhead. She's a little thick.
Buxom.
Busty, yeah.
Yeah, you could say that.
Go ahead.
Say busty.
Sure.
She works out a lot though. So every time I try to get with another girl, she talks me out of it, and she basically just sewers the girls, but she'll never let me have sex with her. She's made that very clear.
Sure. Uh-huh.
And like about 2 or 3 months ago, I was invited into a threesome with these 2 girls that were like, all right, they were average.
Where are we going with this, Mike? Am I missing something?
Oh, you don't get the...
No, I know.
It's Justin.
Oh, Justin's the redhead?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Mike. I
was lost there. No idea.
Gotcha. He is busted. Well, he's not that... He looks good, actually. He's lost some weight. He does look good. Yeah. Thank you. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Thank you. Kirk, it's an honor to be talking to you. I just want to bring up 2 quick points. One, in Gus's defense, he clearly can't get out of his own way.
Right.
He's lazy. I think he's just completely dumb and not creative.
Mm-hmm. I hired him,
Justin
though.
had told him to drive down. Yeah, you did. That is on you. I'm not defending that. If Justin had texted Gus and told him to drive to the subway down in Delaware, Gus would have gotten in the car and done it 100%. I just think he's not smart
I
enough.
don't even know if that's true, honestly.
That's true.
I don't think that's true. I actually don't think that's true.
Okay. All right. We'll leave that one there.
Okay. That's fair, though. You might be right.
Coleman. Thank you. What has Coleman done? We're sitting here for the last 2 weeks ripping apart Gus's efforts. Has the show sucked since both of these two idiots got hired? Absolutely.
Oh, I actually
I don't know.
I actually disagree with that, but go ahead.
From a producer perspective, the show is still phenomenal, obviously, but I think that you, Mike barely has anything to do with it, but a little bit.
True.
And the other third chairs,
right,
who are consistent guests who have been here. We haven't had any new third chairs. Nothing new has happened to this show, and we're sitting here ripping Gus for blowing the least important episode of the year for the year end. What has Coleman done? We're talking about what Gus is going to do moving forward. What does Coleman do except for upload the show? What's he doing?
See, the difference is I communicate with Coleman. I know he's doing things. I know he's working. I know I know he's working. That's the difference. I just don't know what Gus is doing. I just don't know.
Okay. All right, that's fair. You would know better than I am. I just feel like Gus is taking more than 100% of the.
I agree. I understand that, and I think I think Gus didn't look like a little underdog after this episode. So you know what I'm saying, Mike?
Sure, definitely.
People think he's getting beat up. There'll be people who are like, "What the fuck is he
definitely,
doing?"
yeah.
So maybe it'll be better for him. I guess I don't know, but you know. All right, yeah. Did I load up, Coleman?
Yep.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Minihane.
Hello.
Hi, Mr. Minihane. It's Dr. Hackett.
Oh, Superintendent Hackett. Good morning. Congratulations.
Showing a little balls for once.
Thank you. I was thinking about you last night while I was getting that 13 inches.
Well,
and
this wasn't that much.
Completely understand your frustration
in the area, honestly, but go ahead.
It's a raunchier superintendent this year.
But just wanted to touch base with you and
Sure.
make sure our decision worked out for you. It makes a big difference when my friend Kevin Lemanowitz. I mean, they were spot on with the snow pulling.
Yeah, he did a great job.
He's good.
It just makes our life a lot easier.
Well, Superintendent Hackett, just so you know, Harry Minihane has stolen my nickname. He says that about you. This morning when the school was not canceled, he said he called you Superintendent Can't Hack It. One of your own students.
Oh. I've heard that going around the school quite a bit, so it must be Harry who's started
he's
that.
a rascal.
We'll have a chat with him.
That's a good idea. Thank you, Superintendent.
Okay.
Bye. Have a good day. Thank you. Hello.
Hello. I know Gus do good job this morning.
It's just sad.
You know
why did
really
you why did you do stop.
Why have you done this?
Why did you do this? Why did you do that?
So I'll probably give. I don't listen to the network that often, but
you were on the show.
I guess the way I looked at it was the kind of no. But he when he said that, oh, it's Jerry's uncle, I kind of was like, all right, I guess that jig is up. And to be honest, I wanted to end on a good note, so I wasn't going to do that many more calls. Once Mayo said that, I go, oh, okay, that's it. Like everybody knows it's
he could
me.
be unburdened by living as the character.
Jesus Christ.
He could finally spread his wings.
Imagine watching that and thinking, oh boy, this ruins now for the entire Kirk Minihane show. If I someone call, what the fuck is he thinking? Hello.
I like a peek behind the mask.
Idiot.
Gus, repeat after me.
Okay.
Kirk. I have been a lying retard.
I have been a lying retard.
Going forward, if you give me one more chance, I will be less of a lying retard and do a good job.
Okay. We know we get it.
Less lying. I can't promise a retard.
We get it. Hello.
You don't seem to like that caller.
Hey guys, Dave's mother-in-law's dead guy.
Oh, this caller I like. Well, I mean, that's like have Gus repeat 70 words.
Sure.
He's be able to do that. How you doing, Dave's the mother-in-law dead guy?
Good.
Oh, but hold on. One
good.
second.
You don't need me to tell you this.
One second. We'll give you plenty of time in a minute. How about the news that Colony would not say that Dave's father-in-law is back in business?
Okay, can I tell you the part that I didn't understand?
Yeah.
A lot of illusions that it was a gentleman call.
Probably he was kidding. Like,
Okay.
he was doing his, but I mean, he
all
is.
right. I didn't understand how we got to that.
No. He is swimming in a pool of pussy juice.
Oh, good for him.
Absolutely.
Doesn't need that doll anymore.
It's been grieving long enough. He killed her. I mean, she died a couple of years ago, so it's time now.
Yeah, good for him. It's about time, I say.
Yes.
Start swinging that cock.
And Colony, I'm sure, is like, that's in a tough spot. It seems like it put him in a tough spot.
I think Conan's the kind of guy that wants to talk like pussy with him, though. Like how is she,
Definitely.
you know? Like,
Yeah. Especially
with
the older
man.
woman. He's
Yeah,
intrigued by it. Yeah, for sure. Go ahead.
You don't need me to tell you this. Gus is just going to keep lying. It's not even about some callers are saying it's about the best of and everything and his mess ups, but he's just going to keep lying. He's incompetent. I mean, he's getting kicked out of his house by his wife 6 months after getting married. There's nothing really for you here to work with.
Is that what's going on, Gus?
I would just move on.
No, my wife's having medical issues. I'll tell her. She's having medical issues, and I resisted every urge when I saw the tweet that you were going to the yard to text Coleman being like, what hospital is he going to? Oh, fuck.
Why?
Call back to the airport, I guess.
The John Rich, when I texted John Rich about Rico at the airport.
You gonna go to the hospital?
No, it was this bad joke.
Oh,
So this is what I'm talking about. Whereas if Gus put in 10 million% effort and was doing stuff every day,
What happened to the Gus of like the Miltons Gus?
but you told him to do that.
Right. No, you're right. That's
like
right.
that's what I'm saying is like what Gus finds funny about the show and everything. Like I don't know if it meshes with what you.
Yeah, I just think it's
want
a
him to do.
bad fit.
Right.
And like we can do the thing like I was thinking like the rest of this week, Gus come with do something great every day.
Right.
But it's not going to be great. Then we'll make fun of it. Then we're just doing the same thing again.
Sure.
Like it's not going to be great.
No. But it's
It's
not only
not going to be.
Not only is it not going to be great, like I just don't know that what he finds funny about the show. I think the very wise David from Hull said it the other day that Gus likes
phone call.
Gus likes things. No.
Okay.
When he was on the show.
Okay.
Like the things Gus likes about the show aren't what's like
Right.
what you love about
Yeah,
the show.
Gus likes the right. What do you think of that, Gus? You hear what Dave had to say?
Yeah, it's. I heard that too.
What was that, David? Sorry. What is that?
I don't know.
I remember hearing it, and I felt like I couldn't be hearing
I
it.
thought it was a Gus drop.
That's what I thought it was.
Let me hear it again.
I think that's when I said he sounded the most like Kevin I've ever heard.
I actually went back and read that message again this weekend. He literally was like, he's like, there was an altercation.
I never even saw him. I saw Mayo on the way out the one day, but I never saw David.
There's something. Believe me, there's something.
Strap down your head because your mind's about to be blown.
I was picturing like 4 hours later, some couple just trying to have lunch, and Dave explained to him at the restaurant. Just like, no, you don't understand.
And there was a lot more to it.
Because he a lot more to it. It's on the phone for like an hour. Jesus.
I think Mick even said too. He was like, "Yeah, I had no idea what he was talking about."
Right.
He's like, I thought he was gonna drop some big story.
Jesus. Well, if Mick wants to come in here Wednesday with Mike, I'm all for that. Aren't you, Mike?
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah. He said he wants to come in and confront Gus, so I don't know. Go ahead. Hello.
Will Gus be here?
We'll see. Hello.
Hey, Kirky. It's Bill from Griffin Lock and Key.
Hey, Bill. How are you?
Good.
Chris Clemmer on the network this week.
I'm good. I'm listening.
Doing the Lamley episode of Kirk and Off.
Oh, wow.
Whatever it's called. Is that what it's called? No, Mal Kirkmore. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, how would that be?
Quantum Kirk, right?
Quantum Kirk. What am I
There we
saying?
go.
Quantum Kirk. Yeah. The Lamley stuff. Go ahead, Bill.
Okay, my issue, or one of my issues with Gus is everyone knows he's a stoner, pothead, loser, and even in his PowerPoint presentation, he's referenced not getting high while he's working. Very commendable. But why don't he just quit smoking weed? That might be a more impressive feat.
He's not going to do that,
than
right,
just
Gus?
saying that you're not going to.
You're not giving up drugs, right?
There's a medical component for
Right,
why I have
right.
it. So yeah.
Sure, you bet. All right, thanks, Bill. They're loaded up, I assume, Coleman?
Yep.
Yeah. No, and by the way, I wouldn't ask somebody to do that. That's fine. I mean, whatever. But he's been high at work before. That's a fucking guarantee.
Well, I have. It's
Well,
500.
No, not that. Other
No,
things.
I have not.
Do you believe that, Mike?
I
don't know.
Well, wasn't that
I would say
wasn't that countdown?
It wouldn't
Weren't you high during that?
Oh yeah, there you go.
But that wasn't on.
And we would never know because obviously
That was
it
on the
wouldn't phase
network,
him.
right?
Yeah, so that it's yes, I was high during that, and I admitted to being high during it.
That's work, isn't it?
Yes.
So
So
you
that,
didn't say you were gonna be high before it.
no.
Okay.
So that's when that instance happened, and all that happened. I haven't risked any, like, not even chancing it since. Like,
okay. Yeah. Hello. Definitely believe you.
Gus, WWJD. What would Jesus do?
I thought
But
you
in
said
your
Justin.
case, what would Justin
There we
do?
go.
Step all over a poor guy.
would
Mike.
accept the loss.
Well, I thought he was going.
that was in the PowerPoint.
WWBDD. What would Bud Dwyer do?
I even said to myself, "Is this too many Bud Dwyer references?"
We all asked that question.
There's a lot.
Should have sewn up in a suit today.
What would Justin do, caller?
I think Justin would accept the loss and quit.
We know that Justin won't take the job, so could be right.
Gus, you got to do what Justin would do.
Thanks, Coleman.
The Coleman, Gus alliance annoys me too. In a way, I get it's necessary, but it annoys me.
In what
I'm not
way?
saying,
You
I'm
want
not saying it's
Coleman to say-
rational. No, but I mean, like,
What way
Coleman,
though? Like,
huh?
Like in what way? Like, why would that?
Oh, because it's like there's stuff going on behind. Yeah, I know producers. They're not telling you everything. Like Coleman's pushing hard for Gus to keep this job.
Yeah, but I pretty much lay it all out there. Like there's not much I kind of keep to my chest in here.
And Coleman didn't. It didn't seem like Coleman helped him with that pitch.
I really didn't. No.
I don't understand the pitch, honestly. Like I still don't.
He's gonna do more.
Can we tweet out the page by page of that? Can you do that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
Just let me. I can make each one a graphic.
Okay, thank you.
I thought you did print out.
Tweet out each page.
Oh, tweet out.
Tweet
Oh,
out. I'm
okay.
sorry. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Did I say print out? I meant tweet out.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Hello.
Afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Hey,
Is that
Gussie, do you understand why, thinking back to the EI days, why the Trump was a one-off for Kirk and not RFK? Do you get that?
Yeah, at the time, and I'm thinking of it from
No, not at the time. Why was Trump?
Well, because
funny.
Because
interview?
Trump was the #1 name out there during the 2016 election that was going on, and he would give sound bites.
That's not why. It's because that's not why, Augustus. It's because he could bust balls and he could go back and forth. You think fucking RFK is going to go back and forth with Kirk?
Yeah,
maybe he's a fan of the show.
I'm married to Cheryl Hines.
Yeah, I actually think he
Larry
might.
busts his
I
balls.
actually think he would fight back at it because this is an opportunity
this
for
is
him to
why
reach a different
you don't
audience
get
that he was
to
going to
become a
need.
Great fan, buddy.
Are you still trying to get him
He
on?
doesn't need a fucking audience.
Yeah, we don't. I don't want RFK.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
This guy ruled.
You like him?
Good news. I'm not getting him on.
Okay, good. Hello. Not as many pro Gus calls I thought there might be, Mike, but all right.
That'll come. That'll come
Yeah,
when
it's a
like the next
Twitter,
producer fucks up,
Oh,
or later
shit.
today on Twitter. Or
Yeah, it was so
whatever,
much fun with Gus. Gus, remember Gus?
Oh, Gus was funny.
Dog
Mick's,
caller, right?
Mick's just angry all the time.
Right,
yeah.
Hello.
Hey, so Gus, I feel like we've talked a lot about your lying, but not
Sounds like
about
they got wind of that
your
idea.
terrible work ethic and the best of in general. The whole thing with like, did you listen to any of it? The Big Al stuff, the Mike and Clemmer fight. Like, how do you explain putting?
Well, he couldn't have listened to the Mike and Clemmer fight because
not?
it didn't exist.
Well, it existed. It was a different year. Wasn't
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Exactly. How does that even make it into the little intro he did? How do you not? Did you listen to any of it?
As I said,
Any of the clips you cut?
Don't
Any of
lie. Don't lie.
Did I listen to any of the clips? Did I listen to any of the cuts I clipped?
That's a lie, then, Mike.
Yes, I listened to some. Did I listen to them all? No, I've said that before.
Well, why did you just walk me through the thought process of why you would do that?
Because it was at the end, I was reaching crunch time, and it was the rushing at the end of just trying to get.
When did you record the thing with Coleman? Where you said,
"Oh,
me
that
and
was
Clemmer.
all. That was all the Friday before."
So why did you say we got this fight with Mike and Clemmer?
Because I I don't know why I said that. Like I think I thought it was on there, but it wasn't.
It didn't exist because even I said 2022. It wasn't a fight. It was It was a one-sided thing that I brought up on air.
Right.
We didn't talk to Clemmer about it.
Yeah. Why didn't you just say anything that never happened? Like why didn't you say, yeah, we get that time that whatever.
Jerry came in and shit on Kirk's desk. And
right. The time Kirk and Jennifer Lawrence had lunch together.
Right.
Papagino's. Like, what is it? I don't even understand.
Yeah, I fucked up. Like that one, it was a rush. It was a rush project.
That was Friday the 22nd.
That was Friday the 22nd.
When you had just January
done. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Wait, what was the 77 clips from Papagino's then?
He had 77 shows that he was going to pick apart.
I misunderstood that.
Yes.
I thought it was 77 clips.
No. That's why
77
I said,
episodes?
Yes. Yeah. That's
oh my
when
God.
Mike, that was what, Tuesday of that week? Is that right, or Wednesday? What day was Papagino's? Tuesday of that week.
I thought he had pulled 77 clips.
And that's when I sat there at
Holy
that thing and
shit.
said, this thing is dead. There's no chance. No chance. So when you say he had 77 episodes, I should have realized he had. So even at that point, Gus, if you're telling me you had January at that point, that's a lie because you had 77 episodes.
I had 77 episodes identified.
Right.
So I had like the way I did it was on my
Just admit you had nothing done on the 22nd. That would go a long way for me.
Okay, I had nothing done on the 22nd.
Are you lying to me about that?
That I had nothing done?
Yes.
Yeah, I had like one episode closed.
Forget it. Take another call. I don't want to take another call. I'm just telling you. Like, I don't need this.
I know, and
I don't need this shit in my life. I don't. Isn't the stress? Christ almighty. Hello.
Local landscape expert here.
Good morning.
Would it help even the tables a little bit if you knew that both producers were liars?
Yes, you would.
Great. Yeah. So I have some inside information from another blue-collar employee that I'm friendly with who says that both these producers may have locked themselves out of the studio and didn't want Kirk to find out.
True or false?
I'm not saying whether or not this person was going to sponsor a segment.
What are we talking about here? What?
This was a while back. Gus didn't have
a key.
How'd you get in? What? Well, thank you very much, local landscaper guy. I appreciate that.
So this was back when
fucking idiots can't even get in the fucking studio.
Well, this was back when we had one key.
Okay.
Gus
Which, by the way, Mike, I don't have.
I can make you one.
I don't want.
I've learned how to now.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
This was back when we had one key. Mine that Cullinane had given me didn't work, so there was only one.
Right.
So Gus had it because he was commuting in and was getting here first at that time.
Why don't you have a car, Gus? What's going on?
I have to get 4 new tires and an oil change.
Okay.
And that was, like I said, the bonus was going to that.
You've not gotten your Barstow bonus yet?
No.
Interesting.
I gave him a little.
Yeah, he's
but
he helped me.
You gave him money?
Yeah,
I gave him a little bit. I thought it was unfair. So
Of your bonus?
Yeah,
a little bit, yeah.
He's a great guy. This is why I always have Coleman's back. It's like we're like brothers back here.
Jesus.
We hate each other at points.
I don't know if I like that one.
You shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
So they're not going to give him a bonus?
That's what they had said. Yeah.
All right.
Is it because do most shows
I
have
felt
2
bad about
producers?
that,
Or
and,
was it
you
one
know,
producer for every show or something?
I don't know.
Their reasoning was that I had been
at the company before,
within the company longer, but that didn't make sense to me because I was gone.
You split your bonus with him?
Yeah, how does that
I
make
didn't
sense?
split, but I gave him
All
some
right, okay.
from.
Anyway, we'll figure. All right, go ahead.
So yeah, we were locked out that day, and there was nothing else to do. I just wanted to get it figured out, and we were able to. So
How'd you get in?
I had someone do the lock. I paid for it.
Called a company or something?
Yeah.
They just opened it?
Yeah.
It's comforting.
And then the next day we got the proper key so that they both work now.
Hello.
So I wouldn't say I didn't lie about that. I just, didn't say anything.
Why are you letting Coleman skate on all this?
There we go.
Go ahead.
See, there's not a defense of Gus. It's just a hatred for Coleman.
Yeah, which I respect. I got no problem with that. I think it's a conversation worth having. Go ahead, caller.
But Gus is a fucking like you hired a fucking moron. who-
Well, but so I think that's my I think that's my core point, caller. Is I think hold on. I think Coleman is redeemable. Like, I think you can work with Coleman, whereas Gus, I just don't think it's fixable. Do you at least understand that or no?
I mean, he fucked up just as bad on the best of. He didn't do shit until Gus did shit anyway, and Gus is here like a human meat shield. Coleman probably paid him off part of his bonus to keep his mouth shut. But,
Probably true.
I mean,
but
Coleman has literally said nothing the entire. You just are beating the shit out of a fucking mentally challenged person.
Well, because he just keeps lying, whereas I don't think Coleman's lying like that. Like I said, I think Coleman will do better if he doesn't do. Hold on. Hold on. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. If Coleman doesn't do better, he'll be gone too. That's what I'm saying. Like, at least I know now with Coleman I have a point to start. Whereas Gus, I just don't feel like there's anywhere to go.
Coleman,
one second, I'll let this guy go because he wants to keep going. Go ahead.
I mean, there's nowhere to go for Coleman either. He's just using Gus as a human.
Okay, all right. All right. You got nothing else. I understand. I get your point though. What's that, Mike?
Coleman fucked up in a way where it's like, oh, he fucked up. He wasn't a good leader. He didn't do as much due diligence as he should have. That's a correctable thing. Gus fucked up in a way that kind of makes you think, like, is this guy right for the show?
Correct. And look, and maybe this guy may turn out to be exactly right. We'll find out.
Right.
You know, I don't know that, but I feel like that's worth another shot. Whereas this one, I just don't see it. But I get where he's coming from. Like, Gus is getting beat up today.
Sure.
Hello. Mick is going to be here Wednesday.
Coleman was fine with giving him a slice.
So that means Gus is here till Wednesday at least.
I guess that's true. What's that, caller? I'm sorry.
Coleman was just fine giving him a taste of the bonus because he could just laugh about it with his rich family.
That's true. Yeah, that means nothing.
Easy fucking layup there.
That's true. It's true though. But good.
But when you hired these guys, you said that this year you wanted to do another 5K and you wanted to do a golf tournament. It seems like that would have been a pretty easy thing for Gus to start planning out and bring in as a suggestion.
Gus put in this thing, the golf tournament he's going to run. So how would that work, Gus?
So right now I have a list of 5 courses. It's not 5, 7.
Oh Jesus, there's 7. Okay, I was going to say 5. Forget it, but 7? You listed 7 golf courses? Wow, I guess we're done.
No. So these are golf courses that have been submitted that there are connections with either via member.
Submitted.
It's like
What do you mean? See, this is a lie.
That
Minifans. See what I'm saying, Mike, or no? Yeah.
Minifans have told me that they are members.
Okay, that's not submitted. That's not submitted. That's not submitted. Caller. I wish the last caller were on the line with me right now because this is kind of my point, Mike.
Okay,
right. Shut up. This is kind of my point. Caller, do you understand what I'm saying here or no?
Yeah, so guys sent him golf courses.
Correct. And so Gus says, nipples,
Actually, not nipples.
Oh, I doubt it.
Once Nipples is doing whatever, once he's back from San Diego, Mike's snoozing.
Hold on a second. Was that him? Room service. Seemed awfully flimsy.
Whoever sends Gus, hey, let's whatever. Thompson Country Club in North Reading. There's a big Minifan. There's a member there.
Right.
Gus takes that
as
like he's done work.
Yeah.
No.
Shut up, I said. When I say shut up, that means shut up. So, that's not work. Work for a golf tournament is, fuck if I know. I've played in them, but I have an idea. You reach out. There's a representative there. You make contact. This date, this date, this date, this date. You go to Kirk. How about this date, this date? Kirk says, I don't know. How about this time of year? Oh, okay. I go back. Oh, we can't do it that date. I go back to Kirk. This date. Okay, fine. How many people are going to play in the tournament? I don't know. 40. No, more. 120. Okay. Morning, afternoon. We're going to have dinner. We're going to have breakfast. We're going to do a show after. What are we going to do? How about shirts? What are we doing? It is not, hey, a Minifan reached out to me. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
So, my hope of including that in the presentation today.
Your hope. You didn't include in the presentation. You included one line in the presentation.
Yes, because
there was none of that in the presentation.
So
I just did more work than you did.
No. Can I? So I wanted to bring the courses up today to you to see if those would be any possibilities you would like me to reach out to take those next steps.
Why didn't you just do that on your own?
Because
to Mike's point.
Because
and if I say, hey, I don't feel like having a tournament this year, so what?
Because I wanted.
Does that make sense to you, Mike?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, caller.
Can I answer for him? Because I don't think he's going to be able to get there.
Uh-huh.
He might have been scared to do that because of the whole, he reached out to Miltons and that was a fuck up.
That's different.
I don't think he understands.
That's not even close to the same thing.
Right,
I get your point.
I agree. But
that's not even close to the same point. If you reach out to a golf course, It'd say, hey, Kirk Minihane's interested. Maybe you're not signing any paperwork that day.
I don't want to do something without you knowing that would aggravate you. Like I wouldn't want to overstep the bound in that. So I thought for me,
well, I appreciate not overstepping the bound.
Yeah,
but I would say, why don't you reach out to Coleman and reach out to Kirk and say, hey, I'm thinking of doing this. That never happened.
I mean, I brought up the idea with him,
but that's not what we're talking about.
I understand that.
Okay.
Like,
how many golf courses have you contacted?
Have me only one, Green Valley Country Club, because I know the golf pro there.
Right, so you've not really done anything.
No.
Okay.
But I'm saying.
What was the contact with them?
But you just said, how did this all start? He said he booked? What did he say?
No. He has 7 golf courses on his list that he submitted.
Submitted, that was the word.
That people submitted. And that was, again, that goes back to the point. I'm going to misspeak. I'm not trying, I'm not saying.
But yet I said it was actually not the truth. Well, I could smell it.
Yeah, no, but
and I stopped the call and said, "Caller, this is exactly what I'm talking about.
What I'm saying,
and this is how things get missed. This is what happens."
I understand. So this is me on the air. I'm trying to.
I know you're on the air.
Yeah, I'm trying to verbalize. I misspoke saying submitted. I'm trying to.
See, I don't think you did. I did. I think you definitely did because it wasn't correct. I think you were doing that to try and get away with it.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't going to come in here and say I had a golf course because I don't. I had a list of possible courses because I wanted to present it to you. Now knowing going forward, now knowing that that's the approach you want to say, I will have dates. I will have dates and availabilities on Wednesday of courses that might have stuff for when we would want to do that. I can have that easily signed, sealed, delivered on at least 2 courses.
Well, I mean, do you understand? You're shooting yourself in the head when you say that?
Yes, I know I'm shooting myself.
Why are you shooting yourself in the head? Why?
Because these are things I should have been doing before.
Correct. This is my point, Coleman and Mike. This is my point.
Right. It is very clear now. I had
a friend of mine once, a good friend of mine, still a friend of mine, little guy. He's legitimately one person in my life was actually legitimately legally. Do you say a little person now or no?
Yeah.
Little person. I've known this guy a long time. He's been sort of a mentor of mine. He's a little person. He's 4'2". He's about 300 pounds. He'd always say to me, "You're making my point." This is true.
That was just for me, and I enjoyed that. Thank you.
Yes. I just was texting with him yesterday. And he would always say that to me. Yeah. You're making my point. Instead of pointing with his fingers, he'd point with his nipples, Mike. The original nipples.
Right.
Yes. He's actually kind of similar to him in some ways.
I could see that.
Very outgoing.
If you found out they were cousins or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I could see that.
So could I.
Now he's going to have next time he sees you. Actually, I did run into Glenn at
Did he get the most famous nipples in Massachusetts history?
What do you mean?
Orways, you have the most famous nipples in Massachusetts history.
No, there's got to be some.
Who would be more famous?
There's got to be some woman that's had a nip slip of some kind.
If I said to you Massachusetts, well, not counting nipples, I guess.
Yeah.
Nipples would be a Family Feud answer on that. 5 Massachusetts nipples. His name's Nipples.
With a Z.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd be there. Steve Harvey would shake his head.
Oh, my God.
Yes. The man's name is Nipples. Ordway would be number 1, I think.
All right. Show me nipples.
Yeah, I think. Right?
Ordway's the only one I can think of, but there's got to be a lady, no?
I suppose so. Like an actress or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know who it would be, though. Someone will have an answer.
Hello.
Now, if this is who I think it is.
Hello, gentlemen.
Landscaper.
Hello.
Happy MILF Monday.
Is it who you think it is, Cole?
I think
Who is
so.
this?
Mr. Boner Salad, question mark?
Is this Boner Salad?
This is Boner Salad.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Okay. What did you message me today, Boner Salad?
I would like to apologize.
Boner Salad, what did you message me?
I would like to apologize.
Boner Salad, what did you message me 24 minutes ago?
I did not threaten Manners with personal information.
That's correct, Mike.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's correct. Go ahead, Boner Salad. You have to apologize to who?
I said I would like to apologize to Manners
Oh.
for hurting his precious little feelings.
What happened, Boners? Why did you puss out last night?
Well,
is that a fair accusation?
Boner
Or
Salad is not one person.
Oh, okay. It's a network. Okay.
That is not fair.
Okay. Go ahead. The floor is
That is
yours.
not fair.
Go ahead.
I'm going to give you my source.
Wow. Mike, this is breaking news.
A noteworthy individual with creative knack.
Okay, you said
I'll
this.
hang up and listen.
You said this
Thank you.
before. Okay. Well, it's always a game with Boner Salad.
We are Boner Salad.
That's a knock on Justin, honestly. Justin should be able to find the source and tell us.
Right.
But he's not doing it.
Or someone should be able to.
It's true. That's true. That's true. Hello.
It's weird doing the eye thing when you can't see.
Like looking at Dale Bear. He'll do it. Hello.
It's more of a shot.
No kidding. Yeah, but what do you think of that question? Hello.
Hey, Kirk. It's Jeremiah down in Florida.
Hey, Jeremiah. It's been a while, right, Mike?
I want to. It has. I want to step back, though. It's a very important day. I know we have the producer drama and all that going on, but I just want to celebrate that there is a family in Massachusetts and children in Massachusetts who are getting a father back today because Bob Sochi is finally able to go
That's a
home
great point,
Yeah.
Carl. Tremendous
for the
point.
win.
Tremendous point, yeah. It's funny you mentioned that. Zolak, who we mentioned earlier, is very nice. He took a video. He does it every year of the kids. It's the same thing every year where they kind of think they recognize him.
Yeah.
He gets a little closer, a little more, and then the oldest one, the little Glindy's dad, which is nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the other ones don't. The younger ones don't know what's. You know how it is. They don't know what's going on.
I had heard, maybe I'm thinking of the wrong kid, but I had always heard the oldest one. He's getting a little older now, so he's kind of like, Ma, who's this guy?
He kind of runs. He runs the
Sosie
house
with his
now.
long beard.
Yeah.
It's son, it's me.
Right. Yeah.
It's Pa.
Yeah. Right.
I've returned.
Yeah, it's been Jeremiah. Great point. I mean, now the one good thing with Patriots struggling this year is at least it's not a long playoff run because that's another month at least.
Yeah. Sosie says January. Is that you?
Yes, he's not used to it.
I've never seen you before.
Problem is the draft looms.
Right.
So he spends 45, 50 minutes with them. Then he goes in the draft bunker.
Off to the combine.
He goes in the bunker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a great point. Thank you, caller. Thank you, Jeremiah. That is true. I gotta find that story. That's very funny. I think it was Finn, wasn't it? That idiot?
One of the greatest ever. Yeah.
I just never thought about Castiglione being Will Fleming's son's godfather until Mike broke that news.
It does put a different twist on it, no?
It is awkward.
Yeah. It's
Awkward
gonna be
he
tough.
writes. Hello.
Hey, Kirk. Prior to surviving Barstool, you teased there was an issue between you and Token CEO, but you weren't going to spoil it because it was going to be on Surviving Barstool.
I didn't say that. If I did, I misspoke.
So you were lying.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Oh, you still on? You still on, caller? I'm sorry.
there
Go
it
ahead,
is.
buddy.
Yeah, no, he's shot.
Okay.
I thought you'd said the opposite. I thought you said specifically it won't be.
Yeah, I
could
did
be wrong too.
I think I have to go back and listen to it, but I thought I said I didn't think there were cameras there, but you never know during that thing.
Right,
I felt like there were always cameras around, so there may have been.
But the way you portrayed the story was that it happened kind of when she mentioned the Dave phone bill thing, right?
Yes, I think
Which
that's
would
right.
indicate to me it wouldn't be on there if they're talking
Right.
business
And
stuff.
it was one of the ones we had won. One of the challenges we won, so I had nothing to do.
Right.
It just seemed like you didn't know, like whether or not it would be or
Yeah,
wouldn't be.
but I remember it was one of the ones we won because I had nothing. Because if I had lost, I wouldn't have been spending time in there. I'd been
Right.
trying to save my ass. So I remember I had nothing to do. When you win, you have nothing to do.
Right.
Or maybe I should have been looking for an idol.
Also, there was a lot of like phone clips being taken like right by her office. I noticed.
Yeah.
there was a lot of that going on.
Yeah.
Did you spend much time looking for an idol? You know, that doesn't strike me as something
No.
you would do.
No,
Yeah.
no. A little bit the first day, but then I was like, I'm never finding this fucking thing. The bummer was that it was right in that fucking thing during the chair game.
Yeah.
I think I said that. Like Will and I looked through just to see how heavy the bags were. That it was probably right under it.
Yeah.
We
Are
fucked
you,
that one up.
Are you as bad with mental puzzles, meaning like the clues they would have given?
No, that I was actually pretty good with because somebody had mentioned something and I said, oh, before they had figured. I think once they figured it out, I think I had answered it before they had found, or once they found it.
Right.
I was like, oh, it must be there because they really weren't. Those were not super difficult.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello.
Kirk, I have a solution to this all this madness.
Mhm.
And we all want what's best for the show. What's clearly best for the show is to get Justin Trudell back in the booth. How do we do this? Simple. We need to look back and learn from something that you've done in the past, and that is Barstool Survivor. So here's my pitch. We're going to do a sneaky thing. It's going to kind of screw over Justin, but too bad. He's not going to the Chicago Mafia, because what we're going to do is we're pitching to get Gus to go to Chicago Mafia, because, you know, clearly no one works there anyways, and they're all lazy. They're all potheads.
Fair.
It's a perfect fit.
Fair.
Let's just get him over there. Shoot, if we need to package Coleman in there, have a duo, let's do it, because Justin needs to be here. Let's get him.
It'd be great if Big Cat never know. He thought he hired Justin. He's like, well, you're much small. They make all these fat jokes.
I'm going to add sneakers to my account to monitor.
Well, because I'm not going to play.
Oh, that hurt me.
I'm not going to be on.
I saw Mike literally just like...
That and the Dale joke were the two gut punches.
I kind of like the Dale
I mean, Mike
joke,
is somebody who has no wind left in the sails, and I saw whatever life was left in him.
That's exactly right.
It was just 2%.
That's exactly right.
Whatever hope he still had left in his body, which is not much. Just I watched it float
well
away.
said, yeah.
It's just not great. Yeah, it just left the room. And I don't blame him. One or two more. Mike, I don't know what's left to say.
No. Well,
did you tweet it out yet, Gus, or no?
I'm working on getting on the download. Sorry, I just distracted on that because of back and forth with the call. I have it right here.
Back and forth with what?
The calls going back and forth.
I got you.
I'm flustered.
I don't want you to have to prolong this. If you have your mind made up, ignore what I'm about to say. But if you're still on the fence, you don't know what to do, whatever. Mick's going to be here Wednesday, you said, to confront Gus.
I guess, yeah.
So that means Gus is going to be here regardless.
Yeah, I guess so. I suppose so. Yeah, I'm listening.
Can he do something in that 48 hours that he mentioned today?
Well, no, Mike, no. He should do a couple things that's not been mentioned at all to surprise us.
Sure, yeah. Even better.
Yes, but here's the thing: if they stink, we'll all kind of laugh, and then it's like, oh, that's you know what I mean? It's that trap.
Right.
It's that trap.
Right.
Like I don't think any point would be like, wow, that was really clever.
Well, because
now he's
that might answer my question. Then. If there's nothing he can do,
it's that Cousin Eddie kidnapping the guy in Vacation thing, where he sees it and like, he just goes too far.
Right.
You know, like I don't know. I don't know.
But I guess that kind of answers my question. If either you think there's something he can do or there's nothing he can do.
I don't know. I got to think about it. Okay, hello.
Hey, good afternoon, fellas. Hey, Gus, I got life advice for you. You should be seen and not heard, and make me a beef Wellington tonight. All right, Mike. I'm appalled you wouldn't get in a car with this guy. He's got no tires. You know.
Yeah, Mike, what's wrong with you? I do a ride with this guy.
All right.
Oh yeah, every time you offered me a ride.
I've had my wife's car.
Oh, okay.
Want to ride home today? I got my wife's car.
That's okay.
I think if he said yes and like he pretended he was in the car. I was like, Fred Flintstone with me.
Piggyback on your way to work.
This is really
Almost
smooth.
there. My legs are awfully tired.
It's a really smooth ride.
Wow. Sitting on a bench. Blowing wind in your face.
Gus is pretending he's Andy Gresh. Like,
doing the radio.
Just doing the whole thing.
You like some music?
Mike's like, yeah, I want to hear you. Let's like Kiss 108. And he's freaking singing
a little adult contempo.
Got a phone charger right
My
here.
heart will go on and on. Hello.
Now that I like.
Yeah, he'll do it for you. Now,
Good.
Kirk, you got me?
I got you, pal.
All right, Gus, we're going to do an algebra question together, okay? Maybe get a pen and paper out for this one.
Tiger Woods and Nike are officially
if one
broken up, Mike. No.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was very
That's
heavily
big news,
rumored,
no?
but-
Oh, people said that already?
Yeah, it's now official as of today. If we I would call Riggs to talk about it. Riggs is driving around a coffee place in Arizona. He doesn't know the news, so we'll let him find this out.
Ordering an iced coffee, right?
I had like a good hour conversation with Riggsy on the phone the other night. He's super into the show.
I was going to say, about what?
Just Barstool bullshit. Just talking and just
I didn't know if you had thoughts on this.
He's just confused by it because he's like foreplay is like a Swiss watch, but those guys aren't. Well, you can see them once in a while, like that idiot Kyle Timms and those guys, but they're like not content.
Sure,
they're there to do things, record things, film things, like
behind the scene.
Yeah, and they do a great job in my experience. But I'm sure they do dumb things, but yeah.
Someone messaged me on Instagram. I don't know if they followed. Maybe they followed me when I was an intern or something. I don't know. But they said, "Hey, I found Kirk through Surviving Barstool," And they said, I like the show, but it's a little confusing.
Uh-huh. Did you explain to him?
And I was like, of all the weeks to have found the show.
I've told everyone, don't even try. We're good.
I said the closest comparison I can think of is Stern, but it's still different than that. Just listen and you'll figure out if you like it, basically.
Right. I would tell people, don't even try. Honestly, we're way too deep at this point. We're all in.
Yeah.
But people are listening right now. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Hello. Yes, caller. Yeah, algebra. I can't wait. Yep.
This is just a good math question for everyone. Keep the brain firing. All right. So if one tire costs $100, how much do 4 tires cost?
Probably less if you get a good deal on it. With you usually get buy 3 get 1 free, so 300.
All right. And
Even like his jokes, even like his act is just say $400. It's
That was
four-
kinda
four-
good.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
So if an oil change costs $50, how much do 4 tires and an oil change cost?
$350.
$450, right?
$450, yeah.
Say $450, please.
Well, is it Thursday? Because they have a deal on Thursday.
They get air too.
This is C- on the math test too. So how much does a used PS5 go for on eBay? If we're talking about buckle down, come on, guys.
Ooh, good
A
question.
used PS5 now probably goes for 200, 250 max.
He's not selling that caller.
Can drive on that.
I'm just saying we got to buckle down here. I'll hang up.
Thanks, buddy.
Buckle down.
Buckle down.
I don't even think Gus really wants the job, Mike. I think he just likes being on the show, kind of.
He definitely wants
Does that
to
make
have
sense or
the
no?
job. Yes.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yes.
understand what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you agree with that, Gus?
I want the job. Like I want to be.
But you prefer to not do a lot of work, just hang out in the studio, right?
No.
Then why aren't you doing any work yet?
I was confused. Like there was no.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. Well, I suppose that could be a good answer.
There was no clear like when last week.
What?
Last week, I think like
there's no clear direction. Work. That's my direction.
No. It's I meant like with myself and Coleman because there.
Would you agree you've basically done no work so far, so you got hired?
Yeah. I don't know what you want from me. I'm trying.
Are you lying? Are you lying?
I don't know anymore. I feel like I've done work. I feel like
Then
I've
why
done
did you
stuff.
say? Why did you say no when I asked?
Because I wanted to say something I thought you wanted to hear. Because if I said yes,
that's the same, Mike.
I said
See what I'm
yes,
saying, Mike?
because if I said yes there, you would say I'm lying, and I would fight back. No, it's I know the tough situation. Like it's not even a tough situation. It's a self-destructed, personal, brought on all by myself situation.
Okay. Well said. I don't even know what to do. I don't even know what to do. What am I supposed to do, Mike?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it sounds like there isn't a definitive...
Obviously, he's officially filed for bankruptcy yesterday, Mike, as you know.
Yes.
Yeah. But as you said, we didn't really spend much time on that, but it's pretty crazy.
Sad end. They start selling stations off.
I mean, that's next.
Right.
And
FAN.
I imagine that means David Field's
EI.
gone, too. That's usually what happens, right? So we'll see. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Coleman, what were you saying?
I was just saying, if he's going to be here Wednesday with Mick, and there's no definitive answer, I mean, I don't know if there needs to be one today, I guess is what I'm getting at. If that is the future plan.
We'll bring Mick here Wednesday, and these guys can fight it out, I guess, maybe for the job. But Mick doesn't want the job, so it doesn't matter.
I don't know if that'll be that
Does
interesting.
anyone want the job? I'm so confused.
You don't want Mick here Wednesday?
Oh, I'm more than happy to have Mick here.
Right.
I'm saying I think everything Mick thinks about Gus, we kind of agree with, right? We pretty much said.
I'd be interested to see feisty Gus, though.
Oh, for sure.
See what he's got.
Oh, you know what? I take that back because I forgot what Gus said about Mick earlier.
Yeah, I'm
So,
interested,
yeah,
I'm
that-
interested in feisty Gus a little bit, fighting for his life here, because we are. I can tell you, like, I think we're done here.
Right.
You know,
What's stopping you?
I like the guy. Like, I mean, I feel bad for him personally. I happen to like the guy. If I didn't like him, it'd be an easy decision.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Julie said I can't fire him. That's the other thing. Like,
That's what I was
so mad
thinking
when
too
she
with
said
Julie.
that.
I was like, just by her saying that, did that now deter the way that you were going to?
No, I don't care.
Like, just as like a fuck you, Julie. I'm gonna do what I want.
Julie, by the way, to note, did not reach out during my medical issue the other day.
See?
Well, nor did I, because I wasn't sure, you know?
Yeah, but you don't care.
I care.
How dare you?
Shut up, Coleman. If you thought you were having a heart attack, I would reach out to you.
I don't think you would.
I would.
You have some funny quip on Twitter.
That's true. Yeah, that's probably true. Steve sent me a random text. I don't even knew what was going on. It was something else.
Oh.
Yeah, no clue. It was kind of funny.
Did you see what Tucker did?
Yeah, something like that. All right, we'll take one or two more. Coleman, we'll get out of here. I'm tired. Sick of all these people. Especially Mike.
Hello, this is RFK.
Oh, wow, we got him. Junior or senior?
Junior.
Hello, Junior. How are you, sir?
I was told this is a recipe podcast.
Yes, it's a recipe.
That's right.
It's a recipe podcast.
Would you like to give any recipes?
Yeah, you have any recipes for us, RFK, Junior?
Yes, my favorite sandwich. It's called the piss, shit, and cum sandwich.
The piss, shit, and cum sandwich.
In that order.
What's in that, if I may ask?
Well, go ahead.
Well, it's your two favorite slices of bread, and you shit, piss, and cum
Come
on
right
the
in the middle.
sandwich.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right.
It's pretty self-explanatory.
Can someone please make this maybe and eat it?
There's a video. Maybe we'll do that. RFK, Junior. Thank you. I like you, RFK. See, maybe Gus was right. Turns out he's good. How much better was that caller than the real RFK? If we got What's up with that call?
It'd be great if you heard RFK on one of these podcasts and he's actually suggesting
shit and cum.
Or the real one just has like a piss and shit.
Right, never thought of that cum.
You know?
Babbel, be a better you in 2024. We're there. The science-backed language learning app that actually works. Don't pay hundreds of dollars for private tutors, even more. Or waste hours on apps that don't really help you speak the language. Babbel's quick 10-minute lessons are designed by over 150 language experts to help you start speaking a new language in as little as 3 weeks. Were you a Latin guy in school, Coleman, Catholic school?
It was bullshit.
What do you mean?
Latin.
I mean, it's the language isn't real, you're saying?
Well, you only read it. I feel like with Babbel, you can learn some actual languages that you can
somebody wants
use
to learn
in the real
on
world,
Babbel, though.
you know?
Somebody wants to learn Latin on Babbel. What's your issue with that?
I think there's plenty of other languages on there that they can choose.
I would agree. I took Latin in high school. I get flashbacks, hives thinking of it.
Technically biliterate in it.
It's the building block of language.
Yeah, I have like a little seal or something. I forget what it is, but it's like a seal of biliteracy.
Who gave you that?
My high school.
Oh, I guess it's real.
Yeah.
His brother. Ooh, abracadabra.
It's got a teddy bear pointing to a chalkboard.
She's bilingual. Babbel's tips, biliterate, I apologize. Babbel's tips and tools are approachable, accessible, rooted in real-life situations, and delivered with conversation-based teaching. So you're ready to practice what you've learned in the real world. Over 10 million subscriptions sold. 15 language courses backed by their 20-day money-back guarantee. Here's a special. For our listeners right now, 55% off your Babbel subscription, but only for our listeners at Babbel, BABBL.com/Kirk. 55% off Babbel.com/KIRK. BABBEL.com/KIRK. Rules and restrictions may apply. Bill Belichick is still the coach, Mike, just in case you're wondering.
All right.
That could change, I suppose.
Right.
All right. Final grades, Mike, go ahead.
I think it's
It's got to be an F, right? I mean, this.
I think it's an F. I like Gus and all of that, but my thing is, it doesn't seem like whatever you want of that role. I just don't think he has that in him. Like, again,
do you know this comedian? I don't even know this guy. The Golden Globes guy. Yeah.
Joe Coy. Yeah, I find him a little. He's
he's
all energy and no substance.
Yeah, right. He gave me that yeah. But I will say this: I did not find the Taylor Swift joke offensive.
I was saying that to these guys.
It was
I don't get it.
What else is she supposed to do in that moment?
She could laugh.
It's not really funny. It wasn't a joke at her.
She could smile. She could smile though. I mean, she could play along.
I think that's great. I think a little sip, a little,
and then they were
served.
Barbie
but also the way they
Barbie
do that.
table, you would thought he whipped his dick out. They were like about to start crying at me. That it was a terrible joke. Don't get me wrong, but everyone's so worked up.
But the way they shoot that, it might not even be exact. Where they have a shot of her from like a second earlier.
I'm pretty sure it was though.
You know, maybe.
I mean, I don't really care, but like the guy's not funny. But like, boy,
I'm not a big Joe Coy fan.
It was a pile on though. Jeez, but then he threw the writers under the bus, which was nuts.
Yeah, I don't even get that because the headlines I saw were all like Taylor Swift leaves Golden Globe and like the demise of Joe Coy, and I'm like, why are you mad at him?
Yeah, no shit. I mean, I'm not even.
It seemed like a fine PG rated joke.
Yeah, it was like it's a simple one, but that wasn't really I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
She's got to lighten up a little bit, Mike. You know. She wants to settle down and get a man full time. You got to loosen up a little bit, baby.
She's got a man.
Huh?
Buster, she's got a man.
Full time, I'm saying, not some moron.
Oh, come on. It's true love. You can't control what you love.
She got
coming.
She got to
She
dance.
sure is, buddy.
She got to dance her way to the kitchen. You know, make this guy happy.
She's the breadwinner, for God's sake.
Yeah,
She's a modern times.
She's made enough money.
Pigs like you and Dan Katz, all you think about is pumping one into her, you know?
Is she barren at this point? Like, it's time to pump these kids out. What are we doing?
It's blossoming love.
We got to get this next generation of singers and dancers out there, you know? She started when she was like 8, right?
In due
Singing
time.
these when she pretended she was a country star when that was convenient for her.
Maybe she froze her eggs.
Those were the good old days.
What's that?
Old Taylor. I don't
When she
like
was-
the new Taylor.
You don't like the new Taylor?
It's too boring.
Yeah.
I like that heartbreak, you know?
Oh, that's your era?
Yeah.
My era is the next era. Mom. 220, sweatpants, 6 kids.
220?
Yeah, 6 kids.
Wow. A small frame for that.
No longer sweat.
You know, just relax a little bit. You know? Have that, eat the chips. That's what I would say to her, you know? No, I'm kidding, of course. I'm sure that she's, I'm sure her and Travis Kelce are very happy together. Why was she there last night?
That's what I couldn't figure out.
You know, I do know why. Bruce was nominated for Best Song. She was nominated for, they had like box office achievement. And that was
Oh, that makes sense.
which is it definitely was a box office achievement. A concert movie make like 150 million. I got no problem.
And what
with that.
about Selena? Oh, I guess Only Murders, maybe? Selena Gomez?
Yes, TTV. Yeah. I saw the video of her and
Gossip.
Yeah, because somebody wanted a picture with Timothy Chalamet.
Selena
or
wanted a
something.
picture with Timothy Chalamet, and Kylie Jenner said no.
That's all that
Step
Coleman
off,
knows
bitch.
about.
Hell yeah.
It's his world. Fucking get the show done. He's gossiping at the Golden Globes.
Forget Sunday Night Football.
I get to his apartment last night, no sports on, just the Golden Globes.
Nah,
Giants money line.
Same with me.
All
You
I
won
gotta
that one?
say. I did.
Nice, good. They fired that fat coach today or no?
I think they fired their special teams.
They'll solve everything. That should be fine.
I don't think they're firing Dable though.
Jeez,
believe
really?
he's- Yeah, I think he's coming back and.
Would you rather have
Daniel
Belichick
Jones-
coach the team?
Ooh.
There's something about Dable I like.
Over Bill Belichick?
Right now, yeah.
I know Belichick loves the Giants.
He's no Belichick. Belichick's accomplishments are all in the past. He's
That's
not,
true.
He's not familiar with them.
Exactly. That's true.
What
It's a
number?
It's a number. No, Taylor Swift is fantastic. She's the greatest. I'm all, of course, kidding. F for me, Mike.
Yeah, I would say F. I keep going back to the idea that, like, if you keep talking about the laziness, but I think if he put in 100% effort, I don't know if he has what you're looking for.
Why don't we see Wednesday? We'll do that.
All right.
All right. We'll get prepared to be dazzled on Wednesday.
Yeah.
We'll see. Colin, what grade would you give him?
I'm going to go D+, looking for tomorrow and Wednesday though. Like I want to see if tomorrow there is anything that can just be put out that's not a recommendation. Just Gus go.
Is my
gut instinct.
is my Twitter suspension still in effect?
I have him control the Twitter
No,
until
no,
he
no,
fucks
no,
it
no,
up?
no, no, not the show one.
I'm asking.
I'm just asking if I can even interact anything from mine first.
November 9th, by the way, is when a lot of people are making accusations about Gus.
The video games?
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I thought it was. I didn't think it was the
that's-
producers.
yeah, I thought it was around
It
November
was not
9th.
during the producer search.
You said
No,
the producers. Oh, no,
I
the
didn't.
Sneakers said that.
Gus was playing 3 hours worth on my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
Right.
Call of Duty, NHL 24, and Sid. What is this?
Civilization.
9 hours plus playing that day, right?
Oh, that one I was playing for 9 hours.
Oh, and that was probably had something to do with the list or something. I'm
what?
guessing around that time.
Yeah, probably.
20 songs or
That's
something.
9 hours of video games. You claimed we can go back. Claimed it was your cousins, right?
Yeah.
It was you for all 9 hours.
I was not physically in front of it, but yes, that was my PlayStation.
You were
there.
not physically in front of it.
Yeah, like that. So there's like Coleman can attest to this one. Like there's times like
How
if
about
there's-
this defense?
Coleman, get ready to attest.
I'm ready.
No, it's just like if like you walk away from the game, it's still gone, going to do stuff. Like,
That is true. But yeah.
that's like I was gaming.
How
during
often
it.
did you do that?
Like did I leave?
7 hours?
Oh, I kept leaving all the time. I have ADHD. I can't sit still.
No, but I'm saying what percentage of the 9 hours were
Like-
you not in front of the TV?
I would say like not in front of it, like 30% not in front, so 70% I was in front of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 6 hours.
So it's 6.5.
Is anyone else tired of these like blame pot, like the percentage shit?
Coleman
I
doesn't
feel
like
we just keep
percentage
doing
numbers.
the percentages
What do you
of
mean?
everything. Like since the best of, obviously, the blame pie started with there, and I feel like ever since we've just been talking in percentages. Like
You know what to solve that is if the best of didn't suck.
Agreed.
So that's 100% your fault.
Agreed.
So I mean, stop bitching about it. Do a better job, and none of it'll happen.
I will.
Fair enough.
Very fair.
All right, then
yes.
quit your fucking bitching.
All right.
Fair?
Yes.
Huh?
Very fair.
Okay, then shut the fuck up about it.
All right.
Okay?
Yep.
100%?
Fuck. Yes.
Okay, good.
110.
Good. Okay, good. Very good. I'm gonna fire them both, Mike. I'm gonna fucking fire them both. And they can sit there and bitch about the blame pie across the street where they're fucking have their sleepovers together, fixing fucking building couches together.
And I'll be here in a few months saying, well, here's the thing that Tommy and Mick don't get that Coleman and Gus understood.
You know, Gus was really good at this. Gus could. Gus's strength, I will say, I will end with strength. He could take a punch.
Oh, for sure.
That's his best strength.
Yeah.
That is a good quality to
What
have.
he dealt with today was tough. I understand.
Like
that.
he's got a tougher chin than Coleman.
As
like
far
even
as we,
right
as,
there, I could see Coleman gets
as
a
far
little.
as we know, yeah.
I guess even see right there, Coleman gets a little like like if I want to go all in, I could break him. Gus is tough.
Gus, you can't break. You got to give him that.
Well, I mean, but he's rattled during the show.
Oh, for sure.
Time, yeah.
But I would be worse in his position right now.
But Gus, we both agree that we should probably call it a day.
I don't want to. I'm not offering my resignation. I can see why you feel that way.
You can offer it on Wednesday.
No.
Actually, good
no chance.
I'm.
What if a bigger lie is
exposed,
unfurled that you have not told
Your
us?
reputation is on the line.
I'm genuinely. I'm trying to think of like I'm being. Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to.
What?
Like, I'm trying to.
What was that, Coleman?
What? That
What
was
did you
just him.
say?
That was just him.
What did he say?
I said. Bleh.
Is he like that? Like, is it me?
Yeah.
Is he like that when you guys are having?
I think he gets more nervous in this situation, but
like when you guys were at your house last night. Did you have dinner together?
I had dinner.
He had dinner.
He didn't want any.
I already ate before.
I offered.
What'd you have?
Some pasta and sausage, a little red sauce.
You didn't
Sunday
have
dinner.
it, Colton? You want any Colton? Gus, no.
I ate before I came.
Okay. So go ahead.
It's just.
It's a long walk, by the way, from.
I have my wife's car. My wife's not allowed to drive right now.
Oh, good. Okay. Well.
Took the car and fucking abandoned her.
See ya. She's having her issues. I'm here.
Yes, true. Say
What's
something.
that? You need medicine?
I was
Too
going to say something. I was going to say something inappropriate. If that happened, Gus got the car all he wants. But I won't. All the tires he wants. Tires. Jesus Christ. I give up. Mike, I legitimately don't know what to do. I know what to do, but I don't know what to do.
You know what to do.
I know, but I can't. Tremendous is right. I can't do it.
Well, and I'll add to your confusion. What if Gus is gone? You said Coleman won't be in there alone, right?
No, God, you listen to him? Oh, Jesus Christ.
So
live event, Lisa.
Mick doesn't want the job.
Definitely true.
In no world will Mick accept that job.
No.
So who do you go with?
How much would it hurt you if I fired you and hired Mick?
It would hurt a lot.
Yeah, well, that's good. There's that.
Actually, it wouldn't hurt at all. I love it.
Yeah. Who would I hire? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We went through the process. We know the candidates.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't want to do that again.
Yeah. Oh, Will.
Probably.
Come on. Give him a shot.
Can we? Oh, do I have a pen here, guys? I do. I'm sorry. Mike, before we go.
Yes. I've been
give
ready.
Me a Gus update on Steve.
I've been ready.
Now, I have no idea what each one of these. I shouldn't say that. S-T-E-V. Let me think. Let me think. Vibe is one of them.
That's correct. That's V.
Thank you. S is stability?
Strength.
Strength.
As in mental strength.
Okay, what are you giving Gus for that?
9.
Yeah, that's probably his best one, right?
I would say so.
T.
5.
What is T?
Technical ability.
Okay.
5, and I can explain why. The clip stuff with the cutting clips that has hurt him a lot.
Yeah. Oh, he was hired before in your.
Yes.
Okay. We don't know we don't know your last Steve unit for him.
He was in the low. I want to say 32 or somewhere around there.
I think I dropped to 20s after Mexico.
Will was once at 51, just in case anyone.
Well.
E. First E.
Do you want to guess what that is?
Yeah, let me think. E. Energy? No.
Ego.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That is your confidence versus arrogance.
Sure, right.
That I would give him about I was going to say 6. I'm going to give him a 5.
Okay. This is going to be tough, I think. V.
So V, and what's tough about this is his on and off the air. So I think his off the air V has really hurt his score.
Right.
I put that down to a 4.
What's the other E?
Efficiency.
0.
That's about a 1.
So you give him a 1 for that?
Yeah.
24.
That's tough.
That's tough. That's tough.
Yeah. There's no coming back from that.
It's a damning,
a bad Steve. Yeah.
It's a damning thing of all. A 24 in Steve units. That's got to hurt.
Yes.
It does.
Do you disagree with that?
No, not right now. From the performance leading into the break and the
I mean, you did say you haven't worked at all since you got the job.
I'll be honest.
Mm-hmm.
That was tough for my scoring. That impacted my scoring.
I would think that'll play some factor.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, right now, I say right now, he's just back. Like, in terms of that, you can tweet if you want. You're in here until we make the decision. We'll do the thing with Mick, but I am like ready. I mean, I just don't know what to do. So he
has control of the Twitter account till Wednesday?
Well, yeah, I would say with Coleman, whatever they do.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, he's back. I mean, I'm not going to continue to pay him to just sit around at this point.
Right.
Like, we got Mick here Wednesday. Let's do it. So we're off tomorrow.
This is the ultimate fuck you to Mick, where he's like, I thought if I came in Wednesday, he was going to be gone. And he's still fucking here.
I can also, like, the whole with Mick thinking I was coming in on Thursday, I can understand why he thought of that, because during the show on Wednesday, you said Gus can come in 24 hours. Well,
no, but I also said...
No, you did after, but it kind of gave, like, as soon as you said that, that's when I messaged Coleman, letting me, like, hey, I don't know if I can make it in tomorrow. I'm here all day. Like, this is what I'm doing, XYZ, even before I reached out to you.
That wasn't it. It was clearly the donuts.
We'll find out. We're going to find out later today, rather on Wednesday, a couple of days from now. All right. Blindmike.net, Blind Mike Project. Go subscribe to that, please, on YouTube. Let's get those numbers up.
Please.
Any you guys want to promote?
Did have that vlog drop this morning. So
vlog is up?
Check that out. Yep.
Okay.
More going forward with that. And
what do you got, Gus?
Good to be back, yeah.
I'm going to be on the phone with Tiffany this afternoon.
That's promoting something?
I'm promoting the Subway. We're going to be going to Subway, Harrington, Delaware.
Why are you promoting that? People have won it already.
I know, but I'm saying I'm giving them the full dates and the time and the address on DuPont Highway in Harrington, Delaware.
So if you didn't win, just show up.
I don't even understand what the fuck you're talking about. So I promote. I'll be on the phone with Tiffany today. What the fuck are you talking about?
I have nothing for myself to promote.
Okay. It's not really about you, Gus.
I know.
Okay. Good. Very good.
That's his catchphrase.
Very good.
It's like powered down.
Steve Urkel.
Did I do that? No.
I need Stefan to show up here. Who was that?
Bill Hader?
Yeah. Not Bill Hader, you dumb.
Bill Hader.
Doesn't he do a Stefan?
Oh, God.
No.
Stefan Urkel.
Oh. You know Urkel?
No.
You know who Urkel is?
I know who Urkel is.
Oh, then he had like, I didn't even watch the show.
I knew that. Like, I know that.
Kind of.
Disgusting. But then there was Stefan, who was cool.
Stefan Urkel.
We need that version of Gus, Andrew Augustus.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
Who comes in full suave.
Drew Augustus.
That's why, there you go. There you go. Drew Augustus. Sir Drew Augustus. That's what I want to see on Wednesday against Mick.
Nice.
This is your moment.
Yeah.
This is your last chance. Wednesday. This is your moment. I want some new stuff. I want some new stuff during the show. I want new stuff leading up to it. And I want you to fucking go head to head with Mick, who is going to be ready for blood.
Yeah, it is fine.
There it is. There's that swagger you're looking for.
Want to go over these numbers again, Mike?
No, I'm ready for it. Like I'll be ready. Yeah.
Goodbye.